Thanks for tuning into the Hidden Tracks podcast. You can find us wherever you find podcasts or listen to music. When you have an opportunity, please give us a 5-star review, write a little note, tell us how we're doing. We really appreciate it. It helps us keep this thing going. If you want to reach out to us, you can find us at Facebook at Hidden Tracks. Instagram is at HiddenTracks99, and if you'd like to send in submissions or talk to us or give us any feedback about what we're doing, our email is myhiddentracks99@gmail.com. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, everyone. We are back. I am here with three of my most musically opinionated friends. We're here today to discuss the Rock and Roll Hall of fucking Fame. We're going to give our unbridled reviews of how we feel, our opinions of exactly how we feel, and that's about it. So I got Dylan Clark from episode number 1 with us today from the Milwaukees. I have Matthew O'Connor, otherwise known as Matty O, with us today. Probably one of my most opinionated music friends. Happy to have him here finally. Mm-hmm. And then I have Tom Graney, a.k.a. G-Ball from Critical Condition. So welcome, everybody.
Hello. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
What's up?
So we are going to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in light of the recent nominees of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know we all have a lot of shit to get off our chest when it comes to this. How it's voted for, who picks what, and who's in and why. I'm going to start off by saying I'm not upset with the 2021 nominees, but where certain things I like to start off on are first, Iron Maiden, not being in the fucking Hall of Fame already.
Sure.
Do we even talk about, is it a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Is it just a musical artist Hall of Fame? Because if you go down the list of people who are in, I mean, were the Doobie Brothers really rock and roll?
Yeah, I guess they're blues based, you know.
I mean, soft. It's still straight rock and roll.
Notorious B.I.G. Is he rock and roll?
Well, that's a whole different avenue.
No, okay,
he's got the spirit of rock and roll, they say.
Yeah, but there's that. That's a whole different avenue that unfortunately just make it the Music Hall of Fame and make everybody happy.
I mean, so for this year we have Mary J. Blige. She rock and roll? I mean, no. Shaka Khan, rock and roll?
No.
Well, is
Carole King,
roll,
rock and roll?
Shaka,
I mean,
is rock and roll an attitude, or is it a defined musical genre?
Well, I think it's a defined musical genre because if you go into your playlist on Spotify or Apple playlists, you go to rock and roll, Shaka Khan's not going to be on there.
True.
Can artists exhibit the spirit of rock and roll and make other styles of music?
Well, then you can have country artists in, right?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Are there any?
I mean,
No.
Dolly's not in.
Dolly's not in. Merle Haggard.
Willie's not in.
Willie's
Do
not
they
in.
have their own rock?
They
and
have
roll,
their own country music hall of fame in Nashville.
Yeah.
Is there a rap hall of fame, a hip hop hall of fame?
There's got to be. I mean, right?
I don't
You
know.
would think so.
One would think.
It's in Queensbridge Projects.
Again, where it should be.
So
But I don't think they're. I think they have a place in this because again, once you start opening up to one, you got to open up to everybody.
But you it's already opened up to everybody but country.
But
artists.
country.
I mean, you have jazz, you have reggae, you have. I mean, if we're going to genre label and put this as first and foremost the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm not going to call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore. It doesn't deserve that moniker.
No.
Yeah, I mean, Whitney Houston isn't rock and roll. She doesn't have the spirit of. She's just an incredible singer.
Yeah, well,
She's
she
a
did enough
pop star.
coke to be
Maybe that's it.
part of the Rock and Roll.
That's-
Hall of Fame.
that's-
I mean, is that one of the
take
things?
your drug use into account.
Allegedly.
You-
Allegedly.
You live the rock and roll lifestyle,
Right.
so you should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, you're going to hear some papers flipping through because we've done some research. Everybody has their stuff in front of them. I mean, Maddie, on this list for this year, there's 6 artists go in. Who would you pick nominated this year for 6 artists?
I mean, looking at the list, I mean, I think, guarantee. Yeah, obviously, Foo Fighters guaranteed. All right, that's simple. I think you can I'll make the argument since we're letting everybody in. Put Mary J. Blige in, Career Alone. Go-Go's deserve. Iron Maiden should have been already. And I like Todd Rundgren for Body of Work. And I can't deny Jay-Z since we're opening the gates. If this is what we're allowing in and this is what it's supposed to be, then I have to go with that. That's impact on Jay-Z alone is massive. And plus what he's done outside of it, like Todd Rundgren.
I might feel like I'm voting for the Baseball Hall of Fame here at times because the Foo Fighters, are they one of the most influential rock and roll bands of the past 30 years? Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
the answer is yes.
I mean, Dave told Kurt that he'll play drums for him.
Yeah.
That's an influential guy.
Yeah. So, but my thing is, they're in. Do they get my vote this year because somebody else should get it? You know what I mean?
You're playing that. They don't necessarily need to be a first ballot entry because you know they're going to get in.
They're going to get in because
Right.
that's who they are. But LL Cool J has been nominated a bunch of times.
Like the Go-Go's. The Go-Go's seem to have been nominated a bunch of
Yeah.
times. How are they not in already? Let's get them in.
Yeah. How are the Go-Go's? Probably one of next to an all-female band, the Runaways, another band who's not in. The Runaways, who created Joan Jett, who's in, and Lita fucking Ford.
Yeah.
How are the Runaways not in if they're influential?
Body of work, though. But there's still a body of work behind that.
Speaking of body of work, you got the New York Dolls here, who I think are one of the most influential glam rock bands of the 70s. I mean, they started a whole, influx of bands in the city.
I think that
but you got to look at body of work. I don't think their body of work merits.
I think the Dolls created a look, not a sound.
Well, then there's the Pistols argument, right? I mean,
Pistols are in, yeah, same
I
thing.
think Pistols are in.
I mean,
Created a look that
they created a look, but I think they created an entire genre of music.
I don't know if they created it.
I wouldn't give the nod to
Who would
Sex
you-
Pistols.
who
I think
would-
the Sex Pistols made it popular, but I think it was already happening before the Sex Pistols.
So who would you think created that then?
There's a lot of bands.
I mean, Stooges were before that.
Stooges, maybe. I don't know. I'm not huge on punk rock, but I think that Ramones were before them.
Definitely way more influential.
I don't know.
No, the Stooges were-
Ramones aren't in, right? Or they are in?
No, the Ramones are in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, again, all I'm talking about is that once you open up the thing of they're very influential, then Tom's got a point about New York Dolls.
the impact on just
And then-
their
yeah.
genre of music alone,
And then we get into the crew. We get into T-Rex. I know T-Rex made it this year, which is I'm a T-Rex fan, so I know a lot of people don't really know T-Rex in the States, but yeah, again, very influential. Right?
Well, that's the Thin Lizzy.
it's
I mean, that's a circle of. I mean, you got
T-Rex is the start of glam rock. That's the number
Yeah.
one push
Yeah.
for glam
and
rock.
Bowie would even say that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, how does Thin Lizzy come off the list? They were nominated in 2020, not inducted, and then not nominated again.
so. What happens with the nominations, and I think it kind of goes with other Hall of Fames, is you have when you're nominated, you first get to be nominated if your first album comes within 25 years of the nomination. So that's what happens here is when you get new people on here who deserve to be on here, rightfully so, like Foo Fighters, 25 years since their album came out. So they deserve to be on here, but they knock other people off. So Rage Against the Machine as well. Rage Against the Machine is
Their
here.
first nomination.
It's their first nomination. And, do they belong here? Yes. But I think 2019 was when they were eligible for it.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So now that it comes out, I mean, the fact that I also think if you're voting for it, I think people who are nominating die.
Yeah.
And then you get new people to nominate. So you're nominating other bands.
And they don't know them. And the list comes out. They're not going to spend, 4 seasons listening to this band that they've never known and try to get some type of emotion out of them in just a cram session of who is this band.
Yeah. And then you have Pat Benatar who gets knocked off.
I mean, Pat Benatar gets knocked off. I mean, never wrote a song for herself or maybe one.
Yeah. But
But,
what
but
she
either
did
did Joan. But either
Yeah,
did Joan.
either-
So
But what she did for rock and roll, I mean, Joan Jett's number one hit of all time wasn't her fucking song.
she's got none.
It was a cover.
She wrote a
Yeah.
song, maybe.
Yeah. I Love Rock and Roll was a cover song. She just made it her own. But I mean, you got a lot of people here. I mean, Judas Priest, we were talking about Judas Priest earlier. I mean, you want to talk about influential bands and I mean, metal. Where does metal stand?
I don't think it's
not considered really. If you look
no,
over
I don't
the
think
list.
it's considered one. I don't think
Like,
it's
they're
considered as strongly as even rap is.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I think now they're considering because I'm looking down the list. It seems like the formula is you do rock guys, you might do an R&B singer, and then you do a rap person every year. That seems to be the formula now that they're doing.
We have to diversify.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's that.
But stop with rock and roll.
But now this is so now you got LL
So
Cool J
you
that
got-
deserves and Jay-Z that
Right.
like Matt said that deserve.
You got very
They're
deserving.
not going to put them
rock and roll
both in
guys.
1 year.
Yeah.
And then you have a lot of rock bands here that deserve to be in. So where does it go between?
So you leave a deserving rock and roll guy on the table because you have to put in a metal guy, you have to put in a rap guy.
Well, no, I don't think they have to put in metal guys. I think
don't
that's
think
the
they
point.
care
Like
about
I don't think they're considering
they're
metal.
metal.
Because if they were
in with the
considering
rock and roll.
metal, then it would be. I mean, they only have really Metallica. Right?
Metallica
They have
really is the only
Slayer.
Slayer's not in.
No, I know Slayer,
but Slayer should
Maiden,
be in. Maiden.
Priest,
Maiden-
Motorhead. You
Maiden's
said
up this
Motorhead.
year, which
yeah.
is absurd.
Yeah, I mean,
They should have been. And again, so
and I'm no Maiden fan. I don't like Iron Maiden at all.
Yeah, and my argument
but-
always has been Maiden has wrote heavy metal symphonies that people either loved it or hated it.
And a lot of records, a lot of time. They sell
they're-
at arenas.
they
They've been-
still do arenas.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
something to be
still.
said for that.
And Dickinson flies the plane.
He
Yeah.
does. He really
Amazing.
little man.
Yeah.
He still flies the plane.
Little man from Saxon.
He does. Yeah. Yeah. They're and it's like you look at like LL gets nominated in 19 and then he's off the list. And then 20 gets put up again. But then there's Jay-Z. He's gonna
Yeah.
be like, oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Because again, they're not gonna but who knows? It's 2021. You could honestly make an argument this year that they do Mary J. Blige, the Go-Go's, Jay-Z,
No.
Shaka Khan, but they
Yeah, I know.
could.
But I don't think they're going to do Mary J. Blige before they do Tina Turner.
Okay, you're right. Well,
Yeah,
but she's already in with Ike.
Yeah.
She is, but her singles career stands alone by
It's-
itself. I mean,
absolutely.
everybody knows in our age bracket
Sure.
knows who Tina Turner is because of
Her
Tina
solo
Turner.
shit,
her
We don't know
solo
Ike.
shit. We didn't know Ike.
You know, Ike.
I didn't know Ike until a couple of years ago when I started buying the records. Be like, holy shit, this was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Dionne Warwick too. I mean, Dionne Warwick, poor woman, gets a bad rap because of her fucking psychic hotline. But
But she still tied to Whitney.
yeah, and Dionne Warwick, I mean, things to be said about her was she was the first female black artist, pop artist, to have 50 hits inside of Billboard's top 100. 50 hits
I mean,
Out of the 100.
out of the 100.
50 of them were Dionne Warwick's.
Not
No.
currently.
no, saying
Saying that 50 of her hits landed inside the top Billboard one.
Wow.
You can't say that about a lot of people.
I'm ju-
We don't know because that
I'm
was
just not aware.
1960.
I'm
Yeah.
just not aware of her
Different
music,
rap.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, you're going to do it there. But when did the Hall of Fame open?
1986.
86.
And
Quite a class.
we're talking about this 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then at some point, is it like a no? Sorry, you're not. Sorry,
I don't know.
because in '86 they had to know more about the people voting. Had to know more about her.
Yeah.
Than
Because
every year after that.
because now there's like a thing where I ultimately think none of this is going to matter in the end because I don't know how many bands there are that are big anymore. Like rock is not big anymore.
Yeah.
So eventually all these bands that we're going to like be kind of discussing and going over are going to get in eventually because eventually there's going to be no bands that do anything. Like
well, there's no radio anymore.
who's the
so
band in the
there's no-
last 10 years that sold any records or is popular that can do
Is there-
arenas?
is there a
Imagine
rock and
Dragons.
roll
Like
band?
what?
Maroon 5.
Is there a rock and
Yeah, I
roll
mean,
Well,
are
band
they a
right
rock
now
band? Like they're just pop.
Technically,
you can
they're
think
their
of?
first band. Their first,
But they
ballad at
will
this
be
point.
probably in.
Yeah.
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 But I'm just
What were you
saying,
Is there a rock and roll band that you can think of that's out there right now that you can say will be in the Hall of Fame someday?
That's not already.
That's not.
I don't know.
But still,
I mean,
but
yeah, I don't-
so an active band.
an active band.
Rival Sons
Besides,
should
like,
be, but
Right,
rock
yeah.
and roll's not important anymore. They're
Yeah.
Like they don't sell any records.
Yeah, they sell nothing, Matt. And I it was one of the most depressing things I've seen, but it was also amazing. We
So
go see
sad.
Rival Sons on Mother's Day night, and there was 50 people there.
It was-
Maybe it was. I felt so bad, but they still tore the fucking house down.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
sure.
were they were playing like they played to an arena, but it's
Yeah.
just not that way anymore.
I mean, you got to have a pretty cool mom to be able to take her to Rival Sons on Mother's Day. You know what I mean?
Well,
Usually they just want a brunch and a mimosa, but I mean, your mom's pretty badass.
Did I leave dinner
Yeah.
and run out to get into a car to go? Yeah, I
You
did.
sure
did,
did.
did I leave dinner first to go
Yeah.
pick him up for
Yeah.
him to get into
Yeah.
that car?
Yeah,
That's
we
okay.
Got, we got pretty
Yeah.
cool moms who
Yeah,
are like,
we got-
Yeah.
all
go ahead.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So again, you look back at like 2018, the Zombies. Should they be in?
I don't know.
Can make an argument. They're never going to get nominated again until it's too late because no one knows them. They were 60 powerhouses.
Yeah, again, I something I'm ignorant to. I don't know, I don't know back then what it was, but I mean, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts are in. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
really? Go-Go's not in,
I'd put,
but Joan
Go-Go's
Jett
not
I'd put the Go-Go's and Pat Benatar over Joan Jett.
and the Blackhearts. Yeah, because they're.
Yeah,
I mean, what is
they're
the?
minuscule.
I got Joan and Pat the same.
I got
Dylan and I had a whole thing one night about last year about Joan and Pat going back and forth over songs, who writes the songs. I don't think she wrote this. I don't think she wrote this. And then we just started running down the list. Neither one ever wrote anything.
No, and a lot of people back then didn't write their own stuff, which is, I mean,
at least Joan played her own stuff.
Yeah, Joan.
I'm going Joan over Pat.
I like your thing. I put them on the same level. Like I really do. If one gets in, the other should be in. At the
I just
same
think
exact
Pat
time.
had better songs. That's all.
Okay.
Whether she wrote them
Yeah.
or not, I think she had better
Well, her
songs.
I agree.
husband wrote
But that,
most of them.
but that I love rock and roll is better than all of them. I think,
Bad Reputation
personally.
is
Yeah,
good.
bad
Reputation's great,
reputation. Yeah.
Joan's heights
Bad
are pretty high,
Reputation's
but
Yeah.
Pat's got some bangers.
She does. She's got, I mean, Hell is for Children is.
It's something.
I mean,
else.
come on with that track.
Love is a battlefield.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing.
ones.
Nothing short of amazing.
So we also had this conversation earlier. So you have Genesis and you have Peter Gabriel in the Hall of Fame, but Phil fucking Collins is not in the Hall of Fame.
That's a testament to
problem
what
with
a
that.
jerk off he is.
That's mind-boggling.
Is that what it is? Like baseball
Yeah,
Hall
but
of
I
Fame
thought-
shit?
yes.
Like nobody
Yeah.
likes
Yeah,
him?
like
It's like he's like Kurt Schilling.
yeah,
Nobody's gonna
like
put him in.
like it took Steve Carlton. Now,
But I thought everybody said Gabriel
the guy
was
was the
the
best
jerk
pitcher in
off
baseball.
Yeah.
I thought Gabriel was the jerk off of Genesis.
No, well, yes, but it's always been Phil Collins.
I don't.
so.
I think he's just aloof. I think
Yeah.
Colin. I mean, the room. I mean, again, I don't know
I've
Phil
not
Collins.
heard
I don't know
any-
Peter
any
Gabriel.
Bad talk about Phil Collins.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think well known.
I've heard Peter Gabriel was like the pretentious douchebag of the.
Well, I can understand
Oh,
that
the
too,
group.
but I think I've always heard Phil was pretty like a nasty gentleman,
Yeah, it's weird. I mean,
especially in the solo careers.
Okay,
Yeah.
During
But Phil's solo career,
but
by far and
that
away,
shouldn't keep him out of the Hall of Fame, though, right?
Phil Solikor
is undeniable.
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 On Disney soundtracks alone, it's undeniable.
Well, yeah, I didn't even consider that.
Like-
Sue Sue
Yeah.
fucking Studio alone.
Yeah, but I mean,
That was the original name.
yeah.
No.
We're not going to play any Disney songs because it'll be sue this studio.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that.
Yep.
No singing Disney songs. But I mean, that's
we had 8 seconds, don't we?
we'll let 6 in. We'll do
Okay,
name that tune. We'll play name that tune,
Right, fair.
and we'll see if we can go for it. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff that you have that pisses me off when it comes to music because it's subjective. And
Sure.
when you can have Genesis, which yes should be in the Hall of Fame, and you have one of their lead singers who was Peter Gabriel,
Hmm.
who yes, so is quite possibly one of the top 25 greatest albums in my head.
I mean,
But it's one album. And then you have Phil Collins, who has 15 albums and every Disney soundtrack. Who
and hit on hit on
hit
hit
on hit
hit.
on
Yeah.
hit.
But as you're talking of a 70s rock and roll frontman, I mean, Gabriel is all time.
He's pretty great.
I mean, it's the playbook. It's there. It is. There's the you want to model yourself after this guy.
Yeah.
Aloof, crazy,
Wild.
wacky.
Yeah.
You're not getting anything straight out of him. You're supposed to be a little musically. You're supposed to be a little scared of your frontman, which was great about music and pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know them.
Mhm.
The Motley Crue scared the shit out of you when you looked at the magazines of them.
Well, because it had male names and you thought they were women.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not
I knew they were-
chicks like Poison, but they were still like the hot tub shit. They were still a little scary. They were edgy. They were like,
yes.
they were scary even with the big hair.
Yes.
And in hindsight, when you found out that they actually were fought and were monsters and
yeah.
hurt people, you're like,
Hurt
I'm a
people.
little more scared by Motley Crue. But again, there was an aura that was built in picture that is shot now because you get to meet your heroes
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and look, I'm looking at this. It's like 2011. Dr. John was inducted.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, amazing piano player, Louisiana, New Orleans sound. I get it, and I can listen to his records and he's perfectly good to me. I mean, I don't think he should be in the rock. I mean, I don't know.
You got him as a Jose Akendo. You got him utility infielder. You play every position.
I don't know. Like,
I'll allow that.
I'm
but-
just
I
saying.
mean, but and that is, you look at that year, he's
At
in over
that-
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, and I'm not even. I want to compare him more to like people of his time. Like there's people that are on this list right now, maybe Carole King or maybe like whatever. I just I don't know how Dr. John. It seems like they did a hipster pick that year. It was like the hipster year. It was like Tom Waits, Dr. John. Whatever. Like it was like 2011 was more like a hipster year.
Yeah,
let's get a couple of these hipsters in, and then we'll move on. So that's what I mean. I don't know where this goes. I don't know why Dr. John comes in the conversation of we need to put Dr. John in the Hall of Fame. That doesn't make sense to me.
Certainly him over.
And I'm not shitting on Dr. I like Dr. John, but
him over LL that year is even shocking.
Hall of Fame. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Well, who's
Put Coco Beware in the Wrestling Hall of Fame? Like why?
That's what I mean.
Why Dr. John?
It doesn't make,
it
doesn't make sense.
And the parrot.
Belittles it a little bit.
Parrot's
Did
gotta
Frankie get it? Did Frankie go in with Coco Beware? I'm
How
not
fucking dare you?
That was the parrot's name.
That was
Fucking
Frankie.
you nerds.
We're doing a crossover podcast tonight.
That's a whole nother
All over the
podcast.
spectrum.
That's Shane and G-Ball's podcast that's coming out soon.
Where two people berate you for that.
Yes.
Okay, good.
We're two assholes on one side of the table.
First of all,
two assholes on the other side.
That podcast will blow up. If you and G-Ball just legit do after Raw and after whatever, I don't even know. What do you call it now? Raw, and then there's another one.
SmackDown.
Yeah, you do the pod to reacting to it.
We just need a YouTube channel with the.
You already
video
have
on
the
us
audience.
reacting.
It's built in.
Yeah, it's ready to go. So all right.
So Dill, who's
You calling?
who's your 6 for this year?
6. I highlighted a bunch, but I'm gonna go.
Didn't ask for a bunch. I said 6.
Yeah, I know.
It's a farmer's
Foo
bunch.
Fighters. I'm gonna have to put in. I'm gonna have to put in Maiden again. No fan of them. I have to go Jay-Z. I have to put in again. This is not. I have to put in Carole King because of her songwriting.
Yeah, she's in as a songwriter. She's not in as a performer.
At least, yeah, because I don't know how much she really performed, but that Tapestry is unfucking believable.
Yeah.
I mean, her first
Undeniable.
record, yeah. And she wrote a lot of songs before that, some Monkey songs, all that. Again, I'm doing the thing with that Matt did. Like, I would put LL in too. I mean, I think it's a strong class. I think there's a bunch. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 highlighted. It's hard for me to eliminate one.
Well, if King's in for songwriting alone, then you can eliminate her for performer. If you had to.
Yeah.
For this year. Because how many times are we going to get you in?
Yeah, it's like Todd Rundgren, I think, goes in as a producer more of like a performer, more than a performer.
But being not in ever.
Look, I'm going to take Rage off the list because I think that Rage is going to go in. I think that they deserve it, but I think they're going to go in regardless. So I would just put Tina Turner, Carole King, Jay-Z, Maiden, Foo Fighters, and
LL.
I don't know, LL Go-Go's. But I don't have a problem putting the Go-Go's in either. Yeah, I'm just going to leave Jay-Z on the shelf with Rage Against the Machine because I think they're both going to go in.
Yeah, they deserve to
So
be
I'm going to go
in,
LL and Go-Go's. I'll go Foo Fighters, Go-Go's, Maiden, King, LL, and Tina Turner.
All right.
Again, I
think
Rage Against the Machine, Go-Go's. Matt said Rundgren. G-Ball said New York Dolls. I can't argue with any of that.
I have the same list
Yeah.
as you, Dill, except I switched out Maiden for New York Dolls.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah,
And
it's personal
see-
preference.
Yeah.
and Todd Rundgren has been on there like every year to be nominated. But one of my concerns is when you look over these lists, you don't always get nominated again.
Exactly.
And that's where my issue kind of falls in where, yeah, I think Rage is going to get in, but they could fall off. You're not going on the percentage, and you can be not on that list for like the Baseball Hall of Fame. You have, what is it, 12 years or 10 years, and then you go to the Veterans Association, but you're on that list for that long.
Are there rules in the
There
Rock
are-
and Roll
yeah,
Hall of
there-
Fame? Like, can you only be
No,
on a certain
no,
amount? Okay.
no,
So you
it's
get
just
nominated
whoever's
forever.
going to nominate you that year, and that's one of my biggest issues with this is if somebody new comes on board and makes a compelling argument for fucking Muse,
But
they could get in, and then you have one of the things is when they vote for it. So the vote goes out to 1,000 different artists and people who are on the board to vote for the Hall of Fame, and then it goes to fans. Now you look at people like Carole King. Look, half of her fans probably don't know how to use a computer to vote.
Yeah.
That's my parents.
More than half.
Yeah.
Yeah. All.
And yeah. And they may not be here anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're going to take stuff that comes down to things that are close between the 1,000 votes that you send out through artists, who the fuck says that Carole King can't get in because your grandparents couldn't fucking figure out how to work the computer to hit vote for Carole King?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again,
you lose it every year. Every year, that's a.
So this is where my logic about Rage is going to eventually get in. Again, they're not making any new bands that kick ass like that band. They're just not. I mean, they might be, but they're playing small venues and they're playing underground shows.
I mean, what's Rage's run? 3 known albums and then a fall off.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, so
first
again,
one.
Well, no, they had
Evil Empire, and then the Battle of Los
Angeles, and then Renegades.
Okay. I just say I don't know if I have them in the Hall of Fame again, but I put this back to baseball standards. I put this back to nice player, long time, but that was great. They had a great 8-year run, but they weren't Don Mattingly and Don Drysdale in those 8 years.
But I think what Rage has going for them at that point is they were different than everybody else.
Original.
They were very original.
They were an original band. They came out and everybody was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yes.
I remember when I got that tape and I didn't know who it was. I just liked the cover and the tape, and we were listening to it driving up in Scott Hoffman's car up to Lollapalooza, and they were the first band on the stage, and I was like, "Holy shit!" My life just changed.
You liked the burning Vietnamese man on the front cover?
That was your favorite part of it?
Listen,
Mark edit right on there.
I didn't pay attention in history class, so I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a Tibetan.
I didn't either.
It was a Tibetan monk, right, that lit himself on fire.
I think
for
so.
peace,
in Saigon
right?
or something.
Yes.
Yeah. You were about peace. You were about that.
Yeah, I was about peace.
I
love.
thought it was about the fuel crisis. I had no idea.
He was pissed off the gas prices were high.
I mean, that was the. They were part of the first club show I ever saw.
Yeah,
they opened for Funk Dubious and House of Pain at Roseland, and first time I heard them was driving to the show. And I'm like sitting in the back seat, and I was like, "What the fuck is this that I'm going to see right now?" Like I was scared because I was a little boy going to the big city, boys, and sitting in that club, and it's like they came out and they walked on stage, said, "We're Rage Against the Machine." They played 10 songs. They said, "Thank you, New York," and they walked off stage, and that was it. There was no bullshit, no activism, no anything.
But at the Roseland at that time, there had been like nobody there to see them anyway.
No, it was pretty jammed because again, that was hot. That was like you're talking about that, but that was also like we talk about that was new. That music, what they were doing was new, and there was a lot of people for an opening band for that. And then honestly, probably more for them than Funk Dubious.
Yeah, I was gonna say then you had to sit through Funk Dubious,
right? Unfortunately.
It wasn't Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
No, it wasn't. Thank God.
Yeah, but you bring up Funk Dubious, and then you look at what was it? Africa Boombata was nominated one year.
Yeah,
just one year? One song for 1 year.
At least in 2008 they were.
Yeah.
Who's Africa Boombata?
They did that one fucking famous song. They have one famous song that I can't play for you.
All right, but you can edit it in.
It's not. I mean, it wasn't good.
Yeah,
but it was one famous song.
Huh. All right.
But that's what I mean. Like you get once you're nominated, then you may not get nominated again. So that's where I get upset if you don't vote. Are you ever going to get back on? Like for that.
I'm pretty sure Jay-Z's going to get in.
I'm pretty sure he'll get in.
Well, don't you think LL has to get in before Jay-Z?
I agree.
I agree. I 100% because I grew up. One of my favorite albums still to this day is LL Cool J's Bad. I remember the minute I got that and listened to it, and I was transformed into, holy shit, what is this that I'm listening to? I didn't know what it was. You know, I grew up in white suburban America, and I heard LL Cool J's Bad, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I ever fucking heard in my life. So yes, but is Blueprint better than Bad? Yes. But I'd still prefer to listen to Bad, but it is... And LL should have been in a long time ago.
Jay-Z himself will tell you LL was an influence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jay-Z will probably say, you got to put LL in before me.
Yes.
Like
I
that,
agree.
you know?
Yeah. And again, at some point, is this the Jim Rice game where we wait long enough and then we just circle back around and say,
eventually,
put the goddamn
just
man in the Hall of
in.
Fame.
You finally run out of people that are worthy and you need somebody to throw in there.
But again, that's bullshit too, because if that's why I don't like the weight game.
Right.
Well, they're going to get it eventually. So let's put these people in. No, if the guy deserves to be in first ballot, then he deserves to be in first ballot.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's like the Foo Fighters. They're going to get in no matter what. Well, let's
are.
put these 6 other bands in. No, fuck that. The guy, they deserve to be in immediately if they've built that up.
Yep.
They do.
I would vote for him this year.
And it sounds weird because like we were adults through their whole run, but
Yeah.
you know, that's just.
Can we go back to Phil
just what
Collins
it
for a
is.
second because I've
Always,
gone back
always.
to
This is
90.
just-
I've
yeah,
gone back
come
to
on.
like
You can finish this
89,
podcast on Phil Collins if you want.
and I don't see. Has he ever even been inducted? I mean, not inducted, nominated.
No, he wasn't.
He's never even been nominated.
No, he was nominated once. Phil Collins, I
Okay,
believe, was
because
nominated
I just like went back to like 89 and I haven't seen.
because I mean, his first album came out. What was that? 81, I believe it came out.
Yep.
And that's when he blew up. He was going through the divorce. Wrote quite possibly one of the greatest albums ever. Which I don't know. Do we all need to get divorced to fucking write great music? I mean,
either that or never have somebody with a great ass. Because Adam Duritz didn't get divorced, but he had, and he was writing great music, and then he got 2 great asses and gone to shit.
But I mean,
No offense to Adam Duritz.
well, I mean, there's another band. Have they hit, that level? Are we 25 years? We got to be 25 years for Counting Crows.
Yeah.
August and
Yeah.
everything after has got to be it's got to be 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how is Counting Crows? Who what?
Because 2, that's
2
why.
records.
Because 2,
Yeah.
which you can make an argument for a lot on this list.
Yeah, but
but they were 2.
they had 2 Here's your thing. They had 2 popular albums.
Yeah,
Okay.
they had 2
They had
can't
2
miss.
popular albums.
But yeah.
But they
didn't
still
have
had great albums afterwards. Just people didn't listen to it because it wasn't radio pop.
Well, the problem was
And we
people
grew up
saw them
radio.
live. And once you see them live, you're like, fuck them.
Well, I saw them perform live acoustic at BB King's, and it was one of the most magical experiences I've ever had in my life.
Did he sing the melodies?
No,
So
That's the rub. I mean, he's got great melodies and he doesn't sing them. That's the rub to me.
correct.
Personally, you've taken the time and you have the gift to write these beautiful melodies, and then you're going to scat your way through Anna Begins. I'm not having it, mate.
No,
I want my money back.
that's
well, a lot of great singers.
It's anger inducing.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of great singers are scatters.
It
I mean, Sammy
absolutely is.
Hagar.
It's like sing the song, man.
Nah.
You're going to
I bought a ticket to hear you sing the song.
You're going to see
Let's go.
shit karaoke.
Right.
That's what I'm here for.
Mark that down.
That's more of a. All right, I'm not going to argue.
Well, I mean, you can go for a lot with that. We were talking earlier, fucking Soundgarden. Got Nirvana, Pearl Jam. Soundgarden's not in?
That doesn't make any
Without
sense.
Soundgarden, there would have been no Nirvana, no Pearl Jam.
Grandfathers
them
of
in.
the sound.
Have to put him in. Have to
First
put him in.
ballot. They should have been in all. Now,
I'm not the biggest Soundgarden. I mean, I'm not.
I'm not a huge fan of Soundgarden.
No, I think
but
personally they get worse as every album comes out. Their whole way through, it was they lost that metal feel to it, and it just got into this croony. I don't know what they end up doing, but I want to hear that motherfucker use his pipes and yell. And he decided I don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
and it's not what drew me to him. So we're done here. That's all right, but there's still.
I mean, he had the pipes in, but you can't sing like that all the time.
No, I know, but I don't need it all the time. But I don't need Black Hole Sun, and then do that for 15 more years of this.
yeah. I mean, it's
but
weird
that's their biggest album, Super Unknown.
That's fine. But it's not their best.
So we had to
album.
do something different.
That's fine. Do something different, but do something that got you to where it was occasionally, for fuck's sake. I mean, I'm not asking for Jesus Christ pose every song. I'm secretly asking for Jesus Christ pose every song. But I'm not asking for that. But Jesus, can you give us something again? Wasted pipes towards the end to me.
Well, I mean,
But I still should be in first ballot.
yeah, I mean, that's all I'm saying. I just, again, not the biggest fan, but I don't have to be the biggest fan. I'm not a Maiden fan. I'm not a Priest fan. I think they should be in.
Yeah.
Maddie, would you put Soundgarden before Smashing Pumpkins?
Personally, no, because you know that. But they're but as far as if we're talking about an influence, then yes.
Smashing Pumpkins before Counting Crows, right?
Yeah, all day.
Everybody agree on that one?
All day long.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's also you run into my big rub, one of my favorite bands, The Cure. Okay? The Cure got in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Their first album came out 40 years prior to that.
Why?
The fucking Cure.
Yeah. No, I mean
It's not, Depeche Mode, who was
No.
great too, who deserved to get in. but it's the fucking
Did they?
Cure.
But the Smiths aren't even in.
The Smiths aren't in.
And I don't
Joy
like the
Division,
Smiths.
New Order.
I straight up don't like the Smiths.
I got
Yeah.
all of them better than Depeche.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh
all
yeah,
Of them, all of them better than Depeche
Yeah.
Mode.
and
And more influential. Like, how Depeche Mode before
I
the
don't know.
Smiths?
I listen. I gotta say, I never liked Depeche, but I'm coming around to some of it.
Okay.
yeah, it's a
Again,
different.
you never
type
know.
Of, well, you were. It took you and Matt a while to get to the Cure.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Yeah, me
we
longer.
had that. You know, you always bring up that big thing, which is I never thought about it until you're like, yeah, you grew up and you had an older sister.
Yeah.
That's why you like the Cure.
yes,
And I never thought of it that way, but yeah, my sister listened to the Cure all the time, and I fell in love with the Cure.
yeah.
You know, I'm in high school, like, no, the Cure is awesome, and you're like, dude, get the fuck away from me with that stupid,
Yeah.
girlish boy shit.
Yeah. It wasn't.
With
That
your
was
120
not.
minutes shit.
Yeah.
Fucking do
Yeah, that wasn't. You know, that was, as they say in the Stone Age, that was pussy music.
Yeah.
when we were
Yeah.
kids,
it. No, it was.
and you can mark that.
No, it's pussy
Really-
music is perfect. I mean,
I don't know.
listen,
Actually, I'm going to remark it. Leave
I don't want to get you in trouble.
no, it's
Yeah.
fine. I'm
He
interviewing the
said
Buffalo
worse.
Chicks next week from the Stone Age.
We're fine. We're good.
fine. So,
Buffalo Chicks. Wow.
Any schnapster around here?
You know he
Thirsty.
does.
I'm so thirsty.
but I mean, bringing it back to Phil Collins, because we're just going to bring everything back to Phil.
Yeah, it all comes back to Phil.
Yeah, it all comes back to Phil.
'Cause I'm still angry. I'm sitting here stewing.
I know. I can see
that Phil
you're,
Collins is not even nominated.
you're red in the face.
I can't find a nomination.
And he's been eligible for his first record since 2007. No nominations. We're in 2021, and Phil Collins is not nominated.
Not nominated. I could see maybe if he got nominated and there were a couple
Jackass
other
has gotta be.
people that, maybe got skipped over and you're
Be
like,
like,
oh, okay.
how big of an asshole?
Right. I mean, that goes back to Matt. Is he
Yeah.
that big of an asshole that they're not even nominating?
But even Schilling got 70% of the vote this year.
Didn't Schilling say, don't nominate me anymore?
Yes.
Maybe Phil
Yeah,
did
he
something like
said,
that. Maybe
he
Phil
said,
was
take
like,
me off the
I
list,
don't
put me
want
on
to
the
be,
veterans list,
Yeah.
and I'll get in through that.
He will. And he will.
I want to I got to do more research on this Phil thing now because it's
I'm
bugging me.
actually borderline fascinated by this film thing.
Yeah.
I mean, is this a conspiracy theory we're dealing with right now?
on?
What's going on with Phil?
Yeah.
I'm looking for
How
forums
is-
right now.
A, not in. B, not even nominated.
No,
This
I'm
is-
I'm flat out looking for forums.
What about the Pixies, guys? Speaking of influential rock bands from that era that,
Yeah.
Well, the Pixies, yeah. I mean, and
the Pixies,
They're in the.
how are
They're
not
definitely
in?
in the influential
they're
category.
the influential category. And that's the big thing, too. I mean,
Kurt Cobain himself has said there might not be a Nirvana if it wasn't for the Pixies.
because you had, you look at influential stuff like Bad Brains, too. Bad Brains were nominated once, and they're not in. They were influential to that fucking post-hardcore
Totally.
scene.
All those
Like,
guys.
all
love
those
the Bad
guys.
Brains. I don't get it. but-
Everybody, yeah, I don't get it. Well, Black Flag. Let's go there.
I don't
Black
get it.
Flag.
I don't get it.
It's not for me.
I'm the wrong guy to talk to about
Yeah,
Black
It's just that-
Flag.
it's
I don't-
just
I don't get
so
Black
it's
Flag.
just
Every-
so much
Never
not for
did.
me.
I got two
But
guys in
I
my
tried.
band right now that love Black Flag and give you 20 minutes on why they're so important. And I
don't get it.
I can't. And you're talking to a guy who'd rather listen to Hemispheres by Rush. So I have no. We're a million miles away from each other
I
as
know
far
there's,
as music.
there's different versions of Black Flag, but I've tried.
Well,
I've
everyone,
tried them all.
yeah.
They have different lead singers, and whatnot.
No.
I like Henry Rollins. I dig Henry Rollins. He's a guy I like to hang out with, and just.
He's
I like
a guy
to
I'd like to
talk,
hang
yeah.
out with. I'd like to have a conversation with Henry
Listen to
Rollins.
the music.
I would never, ever in my life say, you got to hear this new Henry Rollins song. Never. You'll never hear me say that.
I never would
know
either.
if
I-
he writes songs.
I
like,
would say you shouldn't have to hear this old Henry Rollins song.
He doesn't. He doesn't write he
That's
doesn't
my
write
stance on
melodies.
him.
You like melodies.
I like hooks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I like melodies and
Same
hooks.
poppy stuff.
Yeah, poppy stuff. And that's my thing too. Like
Yeah.
another one of my favorite bands, Big Star. It's not it. They had a short
Well, they're
career.
never going to be.
short-
in.
They're never
yeah,
going to be
they're
in.
not.
No, they're in the Hipster Hall of Fame. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
First inductees, Beastie Boys, like limited talent, and like made it so huge because they're just professional hipsters.
Fine.
I never thought I'd even care. I never really gave too much credence to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If a band I love isn't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it doesn't bother me.
Well, there's
I could care less.
I only care when asked about it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's why I asked you guys about it, because there are certain things that you run through, and I mean, Dill, I know you're a huge Thin Lizzy fan.
Yeah.
Thin Lizzy, who I've interviewed a bunch of people who like Thin Lizzy's it for them,
Yeah.
but they get no love, no play because we're on the wrong side of the pond.
We're on the wrong side of the pond. And I think, again, that this goes back to the Joy Division thing, the Smiths thing, the Cure, The Jam now you can put in that category. These are bands that had like, I think the Jam had like 5 straight number ones in England in like the early 80s. If they had 5 straight number ones in the US, they would have been like the Police, bigger than the Police.
Yeah.
And so that's why I feel like Thin Lizzy was big in the UK, Ireland, England, whatever, Scotland. And they're victims of that same thing that the Smiths are. And again, you're talking to somebody who doesn't like, I try every year. I really do. I have so many friends that love the Smiths and including you. And I try every year. I put them on and I put on that album. What is the main one that they have? The main album that they have. It's, the one that everybody says, just put out the Queen something. It's called something about the Queen.
The Queen's dick.
The Queen's dick. Yeah. But I put it on every year.
It's the most famous.
That was a Morrissey solo album.
Yeah. I give it a spin. Yeah. It's not for me. Yeah. But I think again, my joke to my any British friend I ever had was like, your Smiths is like why Skynyrd sounds good to me and you can't stand it.
Sure.
And why the Smiths sound weird to me and like you love it.
Yeah.
It's just I'm American. There's nothing I can do. I can't do anything
really
about
think
it.
About that way. Because there's a ton of English bands I love.
Yeah,
you know
me too.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it all goes back to the one English band,
the British band,
the British band,
the British Invasion.
Band. Yeah.
I mean, so
sure.
Fact. I mean, that's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is Zeppelin, not the Beatles. I mean,
sure.
But I mean, we look at stuff like that too, and I mean, we're talking about the Smiths, and I said it earlier, but Joy Division, New Order.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
New Order was big here too.
Yeah, they were huge here. New Order. Were big. I mean, and it's essentially
one short run. Yeah,
but a hell of a run
when
it was.
It's essentially one band. It's kind of like faces, small faces,
all the
small faces.
All the girls in honor classes like New Order.
Yes.
If you wanted to maybe get some cheat off of some answers, you had to go to a girl who had a New Order t-shirt.
Well, unfortunately, at that time they couldn't get a boyfriend, so they got New Order.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, all the boyfriends look like the boyfriend from Uncle Buck, but they had boyfriends. I don't
got the reference. No,
look it up.
That's all right. I'll look it up. It'll kill later.
Look it up. Yeah, well.
Yeah. It's. I mean, listen, it's a great reference. Uncle Buck's been on a lot lately. So.
It's a great movie. It's so great.
Was it Frog? It was.
Sure.
Well, here's another one. George Michael.
In. Yes. 100%.
In.
Songwriter.
I'd put him in. Hell yeah.
You want to put him in songwriter or performer? Where do you want to put him in? No. Put him in anywhere you want.
Put him in the Handsome Hall of Fame.
I put them both in.
Put him in the best looking
prison pussy
rock star Hall of Fame.
I think one year Wham should get in and George Michael the same year.
Fine.
Put them both in the same year.
I don't think.
Invite Wrigley. They can hang.
Yeah.
He can talk.
Yeah. I don't think Andrew deserves to be in because of everything that George Michael did, but that's just me.
That's fine, but George Michael there's
still albums under the Wham banner that deserve their recognition, deserve their credit, should be in, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
or do you think no? You think Wham shouldn't be in? Just George Michael?
Just George Michael.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not giving. We know that all those Wham songs are George Michael songs.
They're George Michael songs. Right. He wrote them all.
Yeah. I agree. Okay.
So
just give
ipso facto, just
again. You want to do performer? Yes. You want to do songwriter? Yes.
Yeah.
Just get him in as many times as you can.
Well, here's a big name for music guys like us who's not in. Brian Eno.
Yeah, I looked at him for producer. I don't know about his music. I mean, I think he's got one track I've ever heard, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But producer wise, I mean, big records like him and like Lanois, like these big super producer guys. Lily White, the guy, he's also did a lot of those U2 stuff, and then Brendan O'Brien. I mean, these guys eventually have to go in, right? I mean, Eno's Eno did the Bowie stuff. He did the Iggy stuff.
Do we have to have a separate area, like kind of how finally in baseball we're allowing Negro leagues to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame, where they were all should be in the fucking Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and aren't they putting the stats from the Negro League now into Major League Baseball?
So now they count. So like Willie Mays has more home runs, which is awesome. Hank Aaron has more hits.
Sure.
Even though Hank Aaron only played in like 15 games, but it all counts because it was a league. They just weren't
playing in the better league.
Yeah, they were playing in the better league.
They were playing in the more talented league.
They were playing in the more talented league at the time.
They weren't playing against a bunch of Irish and Italian guys that were 5'4".
Exactly.
Yeah,
guys who had day jobs.
So we
are we going to do it with the WHL because that's going to change a lot.
Isn't it still Gretzky then?
I mean,
Yeah, it's still
Or is it
Gretzky.
Gordie Howe?
it might be Mark Howe at that point.
yeah.
Could be. One big one for me is like the replacements.
Yeah.
Influence and everything they did. Well, that's the thing too. Like if you want to talk influence and like you look at Green Day being in, without the Descendants, Green Day isn't who they are.
You could do that forever though. You could do that with anything.
Yeah.
Forever, on and on and on. The Descendants just don't. They just don't have it.
Clash,
But if a
stiff little fingers.
A band like Green Day, they took the ball and just ran with it. And
Yeah.
they just became
They had
huge. They just
mega
blew up.
hits,
Mega,
dude.
mega hits. You know.
And like again, we're talking about
The Broadway play.
the Chili Peppers. We're talking about how there's like almost 3 different
Yeah,
Chili
there's
Peppers.
3 different sections
Like
of
underground Chili
history,
Peppers. There's Blood Sugar, early 90s, and then there's a break, and then there's like the Navarro years, and it gets all weird. And then they blow up. Like we didn't give a crap about it early 2000s, but for kids who are for adults now, or people that are 10 years younger than us, 8 years, 5 years younger than us, that is it for them. Absolutely. I mean, that Californication is just, we don't acknowledge it because we were onto something else.
Yeah.
What's so with that? What's Sublime? I mean, that's got.
Well, again,
there's a genre there that there's a 4-year run of high school kids that was the soundtrack to their fucking lives.
It's the Beatles to them.
It's
a joke. It was my brother Nog's. That was his White album. We used to bust his balls like, oh, you putting on the White album? 40 Ounces of Freedom. Every party had to put it on, and we'd be like, "What are you doing?"
It's horrendous, but it was massive. So
some good tunes on there.
Where is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it had a song called "Date." I mean, just fuck off. That band's fucking.
It's a clever little number.
It's great. They're shit on shit on shit, but they were huge.
They don't belong within 50 fucking miles of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like they shouldn't even be allowed in Cleveland.
Are they the Dr. John?
Yeah, are they the Dr. John?
Yeah. Or should they just live in Cleveland?
Like eventually, you know what I mean? Eventually,
their songs
to Matt's
are
point,
from Cleveland.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eventually, those
their
kids
songs are from Cleveland.
Yeah, eventually those kids who graduated high school in 1998 or 2000 are going to be voting for the Hall of Fame, and they're going to be like, Sublime's got to be in this shit.
Well, have they ever been nominated?
No, but I'm just saying, I think we just got to wait.
Sublime will never get nominated.
See, but you say that, but there's
No way.
bands that have gotten nominated that shouldn't be nominated. I mean, and that's the big thing. And there's bands that got nominated who aren't in.
Like, and let's talk about Blind Melon while we're on the subject.
I literally was going to say Blind Melon because that's kind of in that same genre. Like there was a time where Blind Melon that's all people listened to. Where like 2 Blind Melon albums, like over and over and over.
They had 3 great albums, and that was the most they could give us, and glad to have them.
Well, they really only gave us 2 while he was alive, and the third one was.
And I'm not getting him anywhere near this Hall of Fame, but just enjoy your Blind Melon.
I mean, Traffic's in. I like Traffic, but
should they be in?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
A great singer. I got some. I didn't live it. You know.
I mean, how many albums did Traffic
talk to my old man.
What did Traffic have?
They probably have 5 albums.
I would even go less
because they just did them rapid fire back then.
Yeah.
They had 5 albums in 5 years.
Yeah, they might have had that. Yeah,
4 and 4.
And they had Winwood, and they had some songs that everybody knows. But I mean, that's the thing. Like once you bring up bands like Dr. John, Traffic, it opens it up to like, I don't know, maybe it's not crazy that Sublime gets in eventually.
The influential label is
the influential label is what it is. But that's my argument too for a lot of stuff. Like I look at, and I will never take anything away. She's one of my favorite. But Billie Holiday is in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Frank fucking Sinatra is not.
Yeah, that's rough.
So if we're going to talk influence and we're going to talk about, we're opening up doors. We already opened a door to crooners because she was a female crooner.
Yep.
She's in. Frank Sinatra's not.
And he's rock and roll.
And he's rock and roll. I mean, he's as rock and roll as you come.
Yeah, Jack Daniels. Yeah, the whole deal.
So I really want to be a part. I want to be in a fly on the room when they come up with nominations and how they figure it out besides, all right, here's our list. Do we look at everybody we've already nominated who hasn't gotten in that we haven't nominated in a while? That, for instance, Matt, you brought up earlier, Dave Matthews was nominated. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not a Dave Matthews fan. I don't think I may own. I think the only Dave Matthews thing I own is him and Tim Reynolds, that fucking split thing.
Sure.
Because that was fantastic. I can't deny him. He should be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nominated.
He was nominated last year.
Yeah, but
not back on this year.
I think that's the reverse fucking of Dave because I don't think his reach was huge in, I think, the U.S. with people exactly our age. I think he's I think he's I think he nailed an age and a period in America. He never went over in the UK. He never went over anywhere. He wasn't a sort of like worldwide name. I don't think he was.
I mean, I don't.
But again, but he might be the traffic. He might be the traffic of our time.
Oh, okay. But then, so, again, they didn't travel. So Joan Jett, people were walking around Sheffield singing Joan Jett songs. We don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying
it was the
that
biggest thing for 7 years.
I'm saying the Smiths didn't go big here. Smiths were underground here. They were huge in UK. Dave Matthews was huge here, and I don't think they went. I don't think.
Yeah, but the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's here.
No, I know that.
And believe me, he
it's in
sold
the
out,
scummiest part of America.
And believe me, he sold out Cleveland in arenas time and time.
Oh no, he did.
Time
No. He's got a very loyal fan base. I mean,
and there's a 7-year run there where he was the show to see, and he could still do a stadium
every
tomorrow.
album he put out for a while had at least like 3 huge hits on it.
Yeah, he did.
Like,
he brought hits too.
At some point, if you can sell out an arena,
selling out arenas across the continent, I feel like he should be in.
Yeah,
I mean, especially when you look at some of the people who are in. I mean, if you do that kind of comparison,
right?
If you look at somebody who you're like, holy crap, they're in, but this guy's not. Like,
well, Jackson Brown.
I mean,
I put the
accusations alone. Brown. He's out for me. Is that a category?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll put that as a category.
He's out for me.
What about when like a band who's clearly a derivative version of another popular band gets huge? Like Stone Temple Pilots, for instance.
Okay.
Take Stone Temple Pilots. They're clearly a derivative band. They're clearly just a band who just tried to cash in on the popular sound.
And we're a very good band, but they were a Pearl Jam Nirvana thing.
Very good band on their own right and blew up. And many hits.
Didn't love the first album when I first heard it. It took me a long time. I still don't love the band. They didn't see him at Suntan Lake.
I saw him at Suntan Lake.
Okay.
I was one of those people. And you and I have had this argument before. Right? Listen, just deal with it.
Was it that who opened?
It was the Flaming Lips and Butthole Surfers.
Yes.
Yeah, Butthole Surfers. Yeah. Listen, they're good.
They're good.
Just deal with it. They're good.
Okay.
Are they Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No. That's a hard fucking no.
No, huh?
I got hit. No. I just don't. No, they great songs, good songs in our genre of time, but I can probably hear the fucking, the elevator music orchestra version of it, going up to the 15th floor. I just think they're a very good band who was a hit.
Are you shitting on Muzak versions of songs now?
I am.
Okay.
Shitting right on them.
I mean, that's one of my big things though, is when it comes to stuff like that, and what we're looking to in the future of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame at some point is, so we grew up in had to buy the CD, listen to it on the radio. Those songs were on the radio. Yep. You
bought the CD for 2 songs and you hope the other 8 to 10 were great.
You hope they hit. And then you had MTV, and because you had the music video to go with. So that's where these bands came from. Even Foo Fighters, the influence is radio and MTV.
Yeah, there's videos.
Their videos were hysterical. Yes, they killed it. But what is new? Because I try to search out like new music videos and stuff, and there's not a lot out there. The people who are doing them are the people who have the money. It's a Taylor Swift. It's a Machine Gun Kelly. Sure. It's the people who already have the money to do it can do it. And it's not somebody making it on their fucking iPhone trying to put out a video on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But I mean, in 20 years from now, when we're sitting here trying to have this argument again, when we're not drinking beers and we're sipping on fucking wine, our wine cooler and, milk of magnesia.
When's the EDM category? Where's the
Well, there already is. I mean, Kraftwerk's not in.
Kraftwerk's not in, right?
But if I think that's where it goes though, because once you start going to like Kraftwerk is electronic, it's electronica, it's hitting buttons, it's not being musicians. When you open up that door, you open up the floodgates for everything else. And I think that's where a lot of what we're circling around is that exactly. We've opened up the floodgates for certain things, for certain people to get in. So now it's like you open it up a little bit, and then everybody pushes that gate open, and now it's okay. Now we have to nominate all these people. That's why you look at the nomination list. Look at the nomination list for this year compared to last year. There's 5 more people on it.
Yeah.
So you keep adding to it, but then you're only voting in 6. And again, I go to the Baseball Hall of Fame induction ceremony every year. Every year it gets fucking longer and longer and longer, and I'm about to lose my mind about it because it's first year I went to it. It's an hour and a half. It's a good time. You're having fun. The next year it's 2.5 hours. The last year it didn't happen, and this year it's not going to happen. But the year before that, 5.5 fucking hours for an induction to a Hall of Fame.
No, I'm not doing it.
With 3 people who shouldn't have fucking even gotten in. But they've been there long enough. It was the Jim Rice, thing. It'll eventually get in. That's not how we do it if you're there long enough.
But again, when are we sitting here on this conversation, sitting down doing this, and we're debating Skrillex?
Well,
But
again,
that's where the crap.
But that's where it's
comes
gonna-
in,
that-
right?
it's like I said to Dill, we were away recently, and there's the typical cover band playing the shittiest songs on stage. And it's like, at some point, is there going to be a cover EDM band?
yes.
But isn't that just playing your iPod? Like, just hit play on it. There it is, and there it is. That's what we're the cover band. But that's where it's going. Like the rock and roll cover band. When does that die? Because at some point there's a cutoff.
Yeah, no, there's going to be a cutoff because you can't play Breakfast at Tiffany's forever.
Correct.
Acoustic at a bar.
Shouldn't have played it.
Wait.
First.
Why?
I just think it's going to phase out, man.
I'm sleeping with my clothes on. I mean, my car's in the front, fucking like at some point.
Yeah, and like Plush is not going to play when we're 75 at a bar.
Right. So at some point, completely off the track, but when
Pearl Jam roll?
No,
I don't think young people
end.
even know who Pearl Jam is. So.
And they should have known that last
Well,
time.
No.
Well, I think some of it will. I mean, because you got to I look at my brother, 10 years older than me.
Okay.
He goes to see bands. These guys are 5 years older than him, cover bands who are playing the music he listened to in the 70s.
Yeah.
So we still have a good 25 years left of shitty cover bands playing shitty music that we grew up liking.
They that long, huh?
But we like 60s and 70s music.
Yeah, but we also like 90s and 2000s music.
Yeah. My point is, I have 11-year-old and a 9-year-old, and they are influenced by everything I play in the house, of course. They know stuff. But their go-to music, I don't even know what you'd call this stuff. Like what do they call it? Trap? It's like that mumble rap. Just every song has that.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know what it is, but
look, flipping bills.
flipping bills. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. All these songs, like I don't even know what they're saying, and they love it. I mean, they love it. It's just what the kids listen to, and it's getting worse and worse because again, this is getting off the rails a little bit, but I think like once everybody has a phone, everybody's creativity just dies.
Yeah.
Because it's too easy to flip through Instagram. Why be creative? Why sit in a room and actually get bored and think of things on your own when you can just watch somebody do
else
something
do it?
on your phone on Instagram?
Well, they talked about it with kids who want to learn to play guitar. They're like, I want to learn how to play that song. So I go on YouTube and I play that song. I didn't sit down and figure out how to play the guitar. I sat down and figured out and was shown how to play 4 songs that I really wanted to play. Got that covered. Don't know how to play guitar because it's there for you. There's no time sitting noodling.
Yeah, but
around.
I think that opens it up for them. I mean,
It could.
Yeah, I mean, it could open it up. I mean, you didn't initially, when you wanted to take guitar lessons, necessarily want to learn the chords on guitar. You wanted to learn a song that you liked that drove you to play guitar.
Yeah, that's true. But in that was with the right teacher was, well, we're going to learn this, and the structure of it. Where now it's learn how to play this, and there you go. Go run up like there's not an Eddie Van Halen sitting in the garage waiting to figuring out how to make this sound because it's right. It's right.
Well, yeah,
here.
you can. There's so many buttons nowadays. I mean, soundboard.
Well, exactly.
All these
You can
fucking
plug it to
buttons.
your computer
I don't
right
need
there.
to do it.
And I can I can make that sound right now.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, kids today, in terms of wanting to make music, they see what's popular and they see what sells, and they
follow it.
They follow it. And they do that.
Yeah.
So
It seems to be an
why,
ease of it, too.
why do I want to go make rock and roll, learn how to play guitar when it's not on the radio, it's not popular? People are like, oh, I don't care. So
Right.
they learn how to be a DJ, or they learn how to You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
because that's why get them paid.
Well, and I think, too-
Or
unfortunately,
just be a DJ.
or just
And
be
where
a-
the
yeah.
girls are. You know what I mean? Like if
where-
you're a
where
young,
the girls,
young
they're
man.
at the club.
Yeah.
I got to be a DJ.
Yeah.
That's where they are.
I mean, that's, and I don't blame them,
No, not at all.
but we're old men. I mean, it's like, that's what's happening to us.
But that also, like, it plays into that. I mean,
This is new.
it's
This is a new realm.
it's new, but at the same time, Dylan, when you decided to play music, grunge was big, and we've talked
Yeah.
about it. It made it accessible to people.
Yeah.
Because it was a little simpler, it was a little easier. It wasn't classic rock
Yeah.
with all your solos,
Wasn't,
and it wasn't.
yeah, it wasn't
you know,
Boston. It was the
Yeah,
beginning of,
It was, hey, maybe I can do this.
Yeah.
And I think that's where they are now. Listen, I don't get it either, and I try to listen to a lot of new stuff. One of the things that I do here is to find new people trying to do things that are a little different,
yes.
but still have song structure, which is important when I think creating a song, and not the mumble rap bullshit, and not the EDM hitting a couple buttons and then coming in and saying "baby" like over it,
Mhm.
and it just being a song. Now it's a #1 hit, but it's eventually always comes back to that rock. Like, who gets big? Adele got big, right? Adele sounded like she could have sang in the 40s.
But Adele now, if you think about it, Adele is
Not big.
13 years ago.
Yeah.
And you're right.
Yeah.
She has been hitting the gym.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
But but I mean, she's years ago now, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's it's a quick
she's
5
not
years.
The new artist anymore.
It's
Yeah,
it's
she's
a
not
quick
the new
11.
Is it 11?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Chasing Pavements was on 120 minutes on MTV.
That no, I mean,
Like, that's,
that album came out right around when my daughter was born. It's 2009, maybe. I mean, we could look it up, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's somewhere around there. It's
Sure.
it's older than you think.
I thought that
First
I
record.
thought this, yeah.
Oh, no,
okay,
the second
But I
record.
thought the second one was
when she,
mid,
that's
like-
when she
like
started doing by her,
14, 15.
doing.
I could be
years.
wrong.
But I mean, Taylor Swift now is still keeping to music, like keeping to song structure. and
Yeah.
hopefully leading to other people following that and bringing in people that we like.
Well,
like,
she always wrote
like-
songs like that,
yeah.
right? I mean,
But
verse,
still,
chorus,
but
verse,
still
chorus.
based in
Yeah.
country. And country's still out there. That ain't going anywhere.
But her new music isn't.
It's
No,
not
I
going
know,
anywhere.
but she's based in that, and that's where it starts, and that's still for
Song
her.
structure.
And that's still a big, giant fucking market.
It's huge.
I mean, it's as big as anything, So you say like the rock rolls dead.
Yeah, but that's going
Country
down
is
that road.
pop music now. I mean,
It is
that's-
ultimately,
it-
yes.
and it is,
Yes,
and
yes,
it's gotten into that
yes.
mumble
Yeah.
rap stuff too, which is my
Have
thing.
they?
Yeah, it's gotten into the point where they're rapping with mumble rappers in country songs,
country songs.
where I just
The little Nas X.
yes,
Yeah.
and I can't. That's where genre labeling, when we want to talk about genres and
Yeah.
putting stuff together, where it starts to annoy the shit out of me. Okay, you're played on the country station, but you sure as fuck ain't country.
Yeah.
I interviewed a guy, Cody Weaver, a couple weeks ago. He's coming out soon, and he's a young kid. And the first thing I said to him was, "Thank you so much for playing country music."
Like just straight
Just straight country, like George Strait,
Yeah.
Merle Haggard.
Straight
like,
up.
Here you go. Here's country music.
3-chord country
Yeah.
music. Yeah.
And it's refreshing.
Yeah.
So my hope is alive that the music structure is always still going to be there, and
Yeah.
those people are. And yes, you're going to have some of that EDM, shit is going to hit,
Yeah.
and people are going to like it, and your kids are going to like it, and
Sometimes it takes one band, I think, or one thing to make that thing now the thing that sells. Like like when the grunge thing happened, right? I mean, we
yes.
say now in hindsight, okay, it's not that much different. Slave to the Grind and Alice in Chains aren't that much different.
No, I mean,
Skid Row, Slave to the
Skid Row,
Grind, and
Slave
Alice
to
in
the Grind and
Chains.
Alice in Chains facelift are very,
Very
close.
close.
Yeah, very
now
close.
that like 30 years has passed.
Yeah.
But at the time, it seemed like night and day. But it's just the way it was marketed, right?
Yes.
And you realize that all these companies, they're just about selling units. They're just about selling things. That's why when there's a singer that sounds like Adele that comes out, there's going to be 4 more singers that sound like Adele. When there's a singer like Eddie Vedder, there's going to be your Weilands and your whatever. Weiland
Yeah.
probably never sang like that in his life.
No,
He was just, it was,
Yeah.
listen, they all
He
went out
had
to
to learn-
LA. They formed that band. There's two other, the brothers are from Jersey.
yeah.
And so
We
they
need a singer who
and
sings
listen,
with his tongue on the roof of his mouth.
And again, a
that's-
lot of hits. You know,
but
a lot,
and a great band though.
a great band. I mean,
Great
people 5 years younger than us. That's more their band than any of those other bands. So I'm not gonna ever discredit them. Great band, but But I just think this thing moves in trends, and I don't know when the trend of the mumble rap or whatever is, because even like old school rap guys don't like it.
No.
They don't.
Well,
They don't
no,
like
I mean, and that's where it gets back to, influential stuff. Like and of course, a lot of this is posthumously, like Tupac and Biggie are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Is there Tupac and Biggie without a De La Soul or a Tribe?
there's probably there. Yeah, because there's probably a Tupac and Biggie because of Run DMC and LL and Eric B.
And
Rakim.
LL's not in, and you have Tupac and Biggie in. I mean, yes, they go in and they're not alive.
I think the De La Soul and from where I'm standing, the De La Soul and the Tribe thing was a different thing. It was more of a.
You think it was an underground rap? Like,
I just think it was a sophisticated take on hip hop. It was to me, it sounded very smooth and jazz influenced and all that stuff. Whereas like the rawness of the
smarter,
yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
smarter.
Smarter.
The rawness of which I was always attracted to the rawness of. I always loved Run DMC. Yeah. It's just raw to me, and that's what I like about New York rap is that the rawness of it. Mm-hmm. Once it gets into the South, it gets a little in the weeds for me, but that's me. I mean, I didn't follow the Outkast thing, and I didn't follo the.
It's yeah.
And I'm not denying
that's
Outkast.
Just because of where we grew up and maybe what we what we've seen. It's
100%.
Yeah. I mean, it is too, and I look at some of the rap artists that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which again, if we're opening up the floodgates, but like Public Enemy and Run DMC are in the Hall of Fame. Yes, we would know their names, but would we really know who they were if they didn't play with the rock and roll artists that they played with to get a hit into middle America?
Because of MTV, I think it's different.
Yeah.
Because we grew up watching MTV every day after school.
MTV
if they decided to put a Public Enemy video on in regular rotation, we were seeing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I did. I knew about Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I knew about all those bands because, again, MTV Raps. It was on every day at like 5, right?
Yeah. I remember asking my mother to go buy if I could go buy Public Enemy's "Fear of a Black Planet" album, and that conversation.
She clearly said yes. Immediately.
Edit.
Let's go right now.
Let's go immediately.
Let's
Do they have any other albums we should get?
In fact, I have it. It's in my car already.
As a lot of baby boomers are really open-minded to different people and different.
Take my album.
Yeah. Well, wait, you don't want to listen to the Fat Boys anymore?
All right.
But Shane's right. I mean, the very first time I ever saw Run DMC was "Walk This Way" with Aerosmith.
Walk This Way. Right?
That video on MTV was my first real introduction to
Me
Run
too.
DMC.
Me too.
So I mean. So they do have their place, but like, and that's where
that was my first.
But what about NWA?
Aerosmith, by the
NWA's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, you knew Dream On probably, but
you had him.
No, right.
I mean, we're talking 9-10 years old. I mean, that was.
I don't think I knew Dream On.
I'm saying he had a brother 8 years older. There's no way you didn't know. There's no way that song wasn't a part of it.
But I wasn't like, oh, sweet. Who's this teaming up with my Aerosmith?
Yeah.
It was.
I thought, who's this creepy, weird old white guy messing up the cool rap song?
Wow, you went white guy. I was like, who's this grandmother? Who's this old white chick?
Yeah. I don't know.
I didn't dig it. I was like, I didn't like this guy. Somebody had to, like, my older cousin was like, dude, that's Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. Like,
like,
he wrote this song. I was like, what?
Stevie Tallarico from Tarrytown. That's what I call him.
You always have. Have. No, I did.
Wow.
I mean, listen,
we've covered nothing. That's awesome.
No, we've done nothing with the Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, have you guys perused all the people who are not in this list?
I've been looking over it, but
who's one that you would feel like should be in immediately? Like, who's the biggest oversight right now to you personally?
For me, I think it's Lizzie. For me,
it's hard for me because, again, I'm going to say something that's very controversial. I don't.
That's what we're here for.
The biggest oversight to me is, and I don't like the band. I think the Smiths should be in.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I
don't like the band.
Agree they should be in.
I want to reiterate. I don't like the band.
I mean, I have,
but I just think they're so huge, and they're so influential. Like, they're on so many levels. The Smiths are like giants.
You wouldn't have a lot of bands without the Smiths.
They say it. I mean, any of those bands in the UK are like Smiths. I mean, REM. I mean, they modeled their sound after the Smiths, right? In the beginning,
that's who.
That's what I can hear. That's what I can hear. I mean, I don't know.
They wanted to be the Smiths of America.
Yeah.
Of Georgia.
Yeah.
that's who they wanted to be.
I'm Lizzie and George Michael.
Lizzie and George Michael.
Fair enough.
I gotta say the Pixies.
Okay.
Pixies and the Go-Go's, but they're nominated this year, so hopefully they'll make it in. But Pixies aren't even nominated, and of course, back to our boy Phil. I still.
That's a rough one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a rough one.
I mean, we call that full circle around here.
Yeah.
All right, but again, so we're going to talk, Jay-Z, LL, everyone's in, but I mean, Wu-Tang ain't.
Yeah, I think they're going to get it. But again, we're talking 2 albums, right? They had the
That
first one
since
and the double.
2018. I know,
But then they have the spread out, like Method Man's.
That's a change. That's a
They could have kept it all under
if we're talking the word influence,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
fuck yourself. It's number 1. They should be first ballot. You're in.
Yeah, because what I'm not recognizing right now is I see like the 36 Chambers and then the whatever the double album was called. I forget. It had Triumph on it, whatever.
Right.
But I'm not even thinking of
Trying.
the Cuban Links album, the first Method Man album, the how many albums did Jizza do?
Sure.
How many albums?
Ghostface,
Like, and they're all produced by. They're basically all produced by RZA. I mean,
Yeah.
so they could all just put under the Wu-Tang blanket and be like, no, it's not 2 albums, idiot. It's actually a dozen
It's
within a 5-year period.
yeah,
Because
here's-
everybody had their solo records.
Yep.
So yeah, I
they
mean,
took over rap for like
it's-
a good period of time.
It was all you spoke about
Yeah.
for 3 straight years. It was all you spoke about.
But
They
it's
changed
wild.
It was different rap than what you heard before.
Yes,
There's before Wu-Tang and after Wu-Tang.
Yes.
You know?
I agree, and I think that one of the most wild things I heard in their documentary was that the radio stopped playing, like Hot 97. They had like a problem with Hot 97 back in the day, and like by 97 they stopped playing their, or whatever it was, like late 90s they stopped playing their music. So Wu-Tang got radio play back in like 93 to 97, but then after that 0 on Hot 97, the biggest station. And so like that's huge. And so that's like a Zeppelin thing. Like Zeppelin didn't get what was it with Zeppelin? They didn't get a lot of like critical acclaim.
Yeah.
Zero.
But they again, Radio Rock and
they were sold out everywhere they went immediately. But
Yeah.
the radio was like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And you look this, so all right, so I just flipping through, it's like boom, Beck.
He's going, right? He's eligible this year.
Eligible
Or?
19.
He's eligible 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, body of work alone. He's won Grammys. He beat out Beyonce.
Did be out Beyonce.
Okay, for
Beyonce had one of the best albums of all time.
and Beck. Listen, Beck beat that shit, and
Beck did beat that shit, and he beat that shit down because that album's fucking lit. That
What one? Morning Face?
yeah.
Yeah. Incredible.
and at the end they were like, well, it's for songwriting, and it's like, yeah, because I wrote that fucking album.
Yeah.
I had 14 fucking producers, and I wrote it.
Yeah.
And
I wrote it. I played all the instruments. I produced the album, and that's me singing on it.
Yeah, Beck's got to go in.
Yeah.
I mean,
He'll go in.
and again,
He'll go in. He's
you're
got
talking
time.
about changing.
He's got plenty of time.
Beck changed a lot, also.
a lot.
I mean, a lot.
Well,
Well, every Beck album is different than the one before.
Well, the
you know?
story arc of listening from one album to the next is
Yeah.
for me too, and that's I mean, you go down that Radiohead rabbit hole where every single album is different, and Radiohead though has gotten way too different as they've gone on, like to the point where they are almost at sometimes the
I will
EDM.
not forgive Tom York for allowing straight bullshit falsetto to be your entire fucking song, because that's all so many fucking bands right now are. I can just sing in this bullshit falsetto that I really can't do, and that's going to be my whole song. Thanks, Tom. Fuck you. It's not good.
All right.
Yeah.
I like
Sorry
that.
about
I mean,
No,
that's what the podcast is about.
That's
why you're here,
exactly what
Matty.
it's- Yeah, that's my counterpoint. That is the
This is why I'm
counterpoint guy. But I mean, Beck's trajectory is every album to me, honestly, has gotten better. I get to the point where
I can't listen to
I-
a full Beck
I got some
album,
stumble.
I mean, there's no
I
way
can't,
that.
but he's the greatest.
I think he peaked at Sea Changes.
He's the greatest
That
shuffle
have you listened
artist
to the
you've
Morning
ever
Phase
heard.
album?
Yeah, I have it.
It's sea
great.
change-ish,
It
like
is.
around there.
Yeah.
But he is.
But Odelay is still great.
Odelay's fantastic.
It's not fair.
He's definitely in the Hipster Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
First ballot.
First
Huh.
ballot.
see, like,
First ballot.
so Colors came out. I listened to Colors here
Unanimous decision.
downstairs
Yeah. He's a
on
Barbera.
vinyl, both sides constantly, and I've gotten called. My wife has stuck her head down the
Yeah.
stairs and been like, and I'm dancing like to Beck.
It's
Like, what the fuck am I doing? but I'm okay with it because it's an awesome fucking album.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that's cool about Beck to me is that I can just pick and choose the thing that I like, the Beck thing that I like, because he does a lot of different things. Like, so like, I don't go for the colors thing.
Yeah.
I just don't. He puts it out. If it's going to be one of those colors, the Mutation, Midnight Volt, whatever that.
Yeah, Midnight Vultures, I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, like, you know, again, you want to be silly and make dance music.
Yeah.
That's great. I'll see you next record, or maybe 2 records from now, and then Sea Change comes out. I'm like, I'll take this little gem, and then the Morning Phase comes out. I'll take this little gem.
Yep.
But I don't care. I don't hate him for the other stuff.
No.
There's some bangers in that album, but I'm just not buying the album.
Not your style.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
I just.
you'd see the merit, you see the value in it.
But then
it's
Melissa
not.
will put on a track, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And she'll be like, oh, it's Beck. And I'll look, and I'm like, oh, this is from Colors.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't spend the time with it.
Yeah.
But like in it, like Maddie always says, in a mix,
Somebody
you throw in a Beck banger in a
someone
mix,
pulled
and you're
the gem
like, what is
for
this? This is the best song I've ever heard. Yeah.
That's what he does. And he's again, 27 years. He's never tied himself to anything. He's
a straight up genius.
he's
Dude.
Yeah,
a
he's
straight
a
up
genius.
fucking
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's I mean, even though Prince is our generation, he is
He's
our
our-
version. He's our Prince.
More like later. Yeah.
Yeah, like he plays 50 fucking instruments. He produces.
agree
He
with
writes songs for other people.
Yeah.
He makes amazing albums for himself. And like, I mean,
Less thrusting and
yeah,
statutory, not statutory, but like simulated rape of
yeah,
women on
simulated
stage.
rape
but-
of women. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going with not
like
enough.
there's that whole movie where like Prince is like, oh, did you see Sign of the Times? Like he's raping chicks on stage. Like this could never be now.
no,
Back in the day, he's just like, he's pinning girls down,
Yeah.
taking long
nobody-
thrusts. Like, homeboy,
not enough.
that thrust is too long.
It's a thrust.
for such a short guy.
Thrust is bigger than you, guy.
Little man.
You're a very small man.
He's not covering a lot of linear feet with his thrust, but it's still an aggressive thrust.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. My big ones that aren't in, 2 of them, my number 1 and number 2 are nominated this year, and I mean, hopefully they go in. It's Iron Maiden and Tina Turner. But my one that isn't in, that's been eligible for quite a long time, and we talked about opening up that floodgate. Mine's Motley Crue. Motley Crue's been eligible for 17 years. 15 years, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Since
they're-
2007, Motley fucking Crue.
I gotta
14 years.
Rock
I
and
gotta
Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, they got to be in a
Oh, no,
Rock and
more
Roll
than
Hall
that.
of Fame, right?
I got a
That's-
place in my heart for that. They're fucking tough. They're fucking still. They're metal. They're fucking metal, and then they're also glam, and they're also
rock.
thrash. They're also rock. They're fucking everything.
Great rock stars, all of them.
All of
everyone.
them. Every single, all 4 of them. Perfect,
Good looking.
quintessential rock stars. They were all individual rock stars.
Vince is good looking. Tommy's good looking. Nicky's
Nicky's
good
good
looking.
looking. Well,
And Mick is a great dark lord. He's a good Sith. You know what I mean? Like, you need a Sith.
You do. You need that Dark
First
Lord.
of all,
of the-
Yeah.
I don't think the guy gets enough fucking credit as a fucking rock
That's
guitarist
Mars.
either,
And he's great.
because he's fucking
fantastic.
great. He never gets spoken in any fucking category.
Dude, the Home Sweet Home solo.
The fucking guy, everything he does, the guy is fucking electricity.
Yeah.
It was exactly what it needed to be.
Yeah.
You know, he never put too much on a song. You know,
No.
it was
He didn't shit on it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
He didn't make
exactly
it his
what you
own.
wanted to make
Yeah.
that song right.
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't make it his song.
Yeah.
He just made it the song.
The way the song needed to be.
should be.
Everything he did was fucking incredible the whole way through. Only guitarist. He did the
And-
whole
and-
fucking show, and everything he did was fucking electric.
You can
And they had a
talk
bassist who
about-
couldn't play fucking bass. The front man of the band, and he couldn't play fucking bass.
Yeah.
They had a fucking guitarist out of control, and they had a drummer that was out of
How
his
many
fucking mind.
rock bands
Yeah.
get their own biopic? You know, not a whole lot.
Dude,
of
they
bands.
got to go in. Like, it's ridiculous.
But they're not nominated.
How many bands in the Hall of Fame get their own biopic?
That's a Rush
No,
thing,
you're
man.
right.
It took a long time for the
Motley
Rush thing.
Crue
to
has
happen,
their own
too.
biopic.
There, and it's a shit one, but the fucking the book, just the book alone
book.
is
Stick with
it's-
the book. Don't
it's just-
worry about the
yeah.
movie.
I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
it's
right there.
It's in the
Right there.
studio.
It's in the
It's
studio.
terrible.
it's as good as anything I've ever read in my life.
Listen, it's phenomenal. I tried to read Nikki Sixx's book too, and it just for
Heroin
me,
Diaries.
yeah,
It's not the same.
it's not the same, but
'Cause
me
it's- 'cause
too.
it's-
It's because it's like animated. It's like almost like a graphic novel. It was hard for me to follow through it all.
Oh, I got right through it in no time because he did a good job of he charted his life. He
Yeah.
wrote his life and he kept his life, which is unheard of for that time.
Oh, yeah.
You're not just playing this this story of, I'm trying to remember it, in a drug-induced fucking coma. He had the words, which made it even better. And the way the book was written and everything except Tommy's chapters were fucking incredible. Because that fucking asshole writes like he talks. Like, I had a tough time with it.
Well, I had a tough. Sammy Hagar's too. I liked his book, but I had a tough time fucking reading it because apparently he didn't have an editor and he just wrote it himself.
Yeah.
And as smart of a guy as Sammy Hagar is, he's fucking stupid.
Well, the man,
Pretty good with money.
Very good with money.
Yeah,
Very good.
I mean,
that was one of his big things too. In there was
probably
how
the nicest
he was
human being in the history of the world.
Probably, yeah, he is the nicest. I watch his fucking show, and he really is just. He's a rock star who appreciates music and loves. Doesn't matter who you are.
Well, it gave him his whole life, and he never forgot that. It gave him his whole life, and that's
everything about it from Montrose to what he's doing now, whatever the Circle or whatever it is great.
Guy's a star.
So we're all kind of in agreement with the crew, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the crew in.
Yeah, I would put him in.
Rock and roll.
But again,
I think deserves to be the crew.
I also think that we're hitting the perfect age group. I mean, we're in a 5-year window of we know exactly what they were. I don't know if that's lost on people that are maybe
we might be the bottom
older than us.
We might be the bottom of
younger.
the 5.
Yeah.
Because I don't think too many people younger than us have any fucking idea of the crew.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah.
They might start at Dr.
Yeah, I think-
Feelgood and be like, "Yeah, okay."
Because I still remember Too Fast for Love
Yeah.
before Shout the Devil came out, and it was, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And that's a perfect album.
I mean, and yeah, because I mean, we were in high school.
I think Too Fast for Love is a perfect album.
What were in high school? Dr. Feelgood came out.
Around there.
Middle school.
Middle school.
I think, yeah,
Some
might have been out
either
90, 89, 90.
8th grade, 9th grade, 7th, 8th, yeah, something like
But I mean, just that lick. I mean, that whenever you hear that beginning on something, you're just like,
that. The drums of Dr.
Here we
Feelgood
go.
was fucking out of control.
Yeah, the intro.
I mean, the album was incredible. And then they took, and then
Dr.
and you're
Feelgood's
coming
great,
off Girls, 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 which was
Shite.
2 tracks.
Yeah.
And then that album's fucking shit.
well, Theater Pain.
Theater
Not
of
so
Pain's
good.
got a couple.
Not so
on it.
good.
It's got more than
Not so
Yeah.
good.
One or two.
it's got
Yeah,
more
it's
than
got-
Girls, Girls, Girls does though. But Girls,
Yeah,
Girls
because they
Yeah.
were collecting. They were still putting on old songs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
but you know, you got Wild Side and Girls, Girls, Girls. The rest of the album is shit.
Yeah, they were
But
deep.
the
in
Wild Side's on that.
It's great.
That track is how fucking dare you how good that track is.
All right, I'm gonna run down the list of the nominees for this year, and I'm just gonna ask for yes or no around the table. We'll start with Dylan as we go around. Goes Dylan, Matt, then
Do we
G-Ball.
think that they should get in this year or ever?
ever?
We're doing ever.
We're doing ever. Okay. So we're gonna do ever because we can only get 6. I'll give my 6 at the end. But so Mary J. Blige.
For me, no, but I have to admit I'm very ignorant to her music and her influence. When people say, yeah, Mary J. Blige, I think that they're lying. Like, I think it's like a party that they thought they were at. I don't know what's going on with Mary J. Blige. I don't know. I really don't. This is my honest, I'm being honest. I don't know.
Okay.
Melissa likes a lot of Mary J. Blige tracks. She puts them on and I'll be like, and I'll be shitting on her. And then she'll put on a song. I'm like, oh, I know the song.
Yeah.
She'll be like,
her early shit, you would know. Like her early shit was Def Jam. That was the Russell Simmons, like early Def Jam shit with Beastie Boys and all that. So that early stuff you will know. You just don't know you know it until you hear it.
It's just not my genre. So I can't speak to it. So she's a no for me.
Okay. Maddie.
She's a yes for me. Same reasons. As Bill said. But it just seems like she was always there. Always heard it, always around, especially in college, always there, always in the conversation with it. Don't know a lot of shit about it, but it just seemed to always be there.
I think she's always evolved too.
And because it was always there, and then yes, so it's a yes for me.
I'm going to say no. When you got Tina Turner still not in, I'm going to say I have to say no to Mary J. Blige. That's
okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I say no to Mary J. Blige. One of the reasons is my big thing. Mary J. Blige can't go in before Mariah Carey if we're talking music. And Mariah Carey has been eligible for nomination for 4 years and she's not been. As much as you want to say how crazy she is, doesn't take away from music
No.
because all these fucking rock
Pipes.
stars are fucking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nobody can sing like her. Kate Bush.
No for me, but I'll put her in the Hipster Hall of Fame.
I'm straight no for me, and also throw in a fuck her.
Okay.
A no for me, but she'll go into the Lilith Fair Hall of Fame.
Perfect.
It's a better Hall of Fame.
It's the better of the Hall.
Just
of Fame.
don't
Yeah.
just don't use the Porta Johns at that one.
Why? They're the cleanest porta johns you'll find,
Not so
depending on what time of the month.
much. According to my mother.
Kate Bush for me is might be with Dill with the Hipster Hall of Fame. She has, I mean, she's done some great stuff. I can listen to it. I can appreciate it. A lot of stuff is, I don't get it, but I get it.
Okay.
Devo.
Not the biggest Devo guy. I have gotten into Devo. I realize their influence. I realize their originality. Again, I'm going to put him in that category. I'm ultimately, man, it's really tough because I'm ultimately not going to put him in. But again, Hipster Hall of Fame to me. I know they're a big influence. I know guys that are probably 10 years younger than me that were into the shit that I was into 10 years later, as far as like underground music and indie music, would call me an idiot. But I'm marking them down for like a Pixies band, where I'm not going to put the Pixies in them. And I think Devo is like a Pixies band to me. That's all.
I'm doing a hard no. Fad Hall of Fame, great.
Yeah, Fad Hall. Yeah, I mean, they
But ultimately,
could see him as a
but
fad.
ultimately, again,
It's FAD, Fad Hall of Fame.
ultimately, Devo, fuck off. I mean,
Yeah.
who cares?
I have to agree. I don't think they've done enough to deserve a Hall of Fame. They're great. They're kind of niche. I could not put them along with the Pixies, like Dylan said, because I think the Pixies should be in. I think they deserve to be in. But Devo, no. And Devo, no, for the same reason Kraftwerk's no. You know, I think that's, you can kind of make a lot of the same argument for Devo.
Yeah, I Devo is, I mean, Maddie saying fad. I mean, yeah, they were a fad, but they were a big part of that 80s music. They were, and I guess it's because it was the MTV era, where the reason why we know Devo is because they were a fad band. And I have a tough time with that, just because I know the bands that are heavily influenced from them. One of my favorite bands of all time, a punk band, their favorite band was Devo, and that was Face to Face. And
Cali.
yeah, and that's it's tough for me. I mean, I would say, I guess I'd have to say no on Devo. The next band that's on this list, I mean, I'll say yes for all of us, but I want you to go around, because I want someone to figure out a way to say no. But Foo Fighters.
Yes for me. Kick-ass songs, lots of hits, radio hits. Fun band, didn't take themselves too seriously. Yeah, I mean, they got it all. And it's weird to say, but they do. I mean, even probably more than Nirvana.
yeah, hard yes. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, they're just riffs evoke emotion of your youth. So, yes.
Yeah, Foo Fighters, absolutely yes. Just their back catalog of work, and their contribution to music in general makes them an absolute yes.
Yeah, for me, Foo Fighters past 25 years, I will say they're the most influential rock band in the past 25 years from when their first album came out.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
There's only one or two other bands I put up there with them that in the past 25 years, anyone's been more influential than they have.
Appleseed Cast, Mineral, and Foo Fighters.
Next, the Go-Go's.
Yes for me. Belinda Carlisle, love her. Good songs, great songs. They have a bunch. I mean, I think they might have. I mean, they got to have a good 5 to 7 songs that everybody knows.
Yeah,
right. I mean,
fact.
again,
Yeah.
we're MTV kids. They were huge in MTV. Huge band.
Yeah.
I
was
put
Belinda
them.
Carlisle at that
I
time.
put them like in the Cars category, as like,
Yeah.
really, when I think about it,
Yeah.
I just
That's it.
thought about that right now.
Yeah, it's a good-
But yeah, I put them in like the
Good
Cars
comparison.
category of like, Cars probably have more hits, but like,
Yeah.
you know, they were like, to
They
me,
were
it's like
it.
you saw a Go-Go's video, you saw a Cars
are in,
video.
so
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm saying yes.
All right,
Yeah.
that's I was going to be a no until I heard Dill's argument. But yeah, I mean, they're, hits, chick band, wrote their own music, play their own shit, partied.
Yeah.
The whole, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
rock
They were
stars.
rock stars. They were a chick rock and roll band.
little bit of a female crew.
They
not
were
as-
L7 before L7
not as
was
much as the
L7.
Lunatics, but a little,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
a crew type thing. Yeah, I'm Go-Go's. Yeah, I'm a yes.
All right. Well, I absolutely love the Go-Go's, and they've been eligible since 2006. So I hope they get it right this year and finally get in. Little fact here is they were the first all-female band to both write and play its own music to earn the #1 spot in the Billboard 200 chart. I mean, that's
With what song?
that's an undeniable
Same.
fact.
Yeah.
It's a
We
good
got the
question.
beat.
I don't know.
Vacation.
Vacation.
Vacation. One of them.
Hopefully vacation.
So the Go-Go's for me is a 100% uncategorically undeniable. Yes, they are. They should. There's no other all-female rock band that should be in before the Go-Go's.
Except
No.
Poison.
Well, Poison. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the Go-Go's all the way, 100%. The Go-Go's have to go in, and if they don't go in, it's an unjust, unruly to be eligible for that long and to not get in, especially with the facts that G-Ball just threw out that I wrote down.
Did you make them up?
These are all made up facts.
Okay.
Wikipedia, right? I read it on
No,
Wikipedia, so it's got to be
that's
right.
real.
Yeah,
That's
that's real.
real.
It's 100% real. Iron Maiden.
Not a metal fan, unequivocally yes on Iron Maiden. I don't even like Iron Maiden, but you can't ignore a genre. They're metal. They're what metal is. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that they're not Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes.
Yeah, it's a guarantee yes. Hardcore, unbelievable band. Again, not my favorite band, my cousin's favorite band. Not mine, but Jesus Christ, there's songs I love from them, and they got a look, they got a sound, they have, I mean, Eddie, they have
figured
it all.
it out.
They have it all.
did
It's
Figured it out.
I mean, Jesus Christ, it's a product. I mean, it's an enterprise.
It is.
Marketing
It is.
purposes
It is.
alone. they
Yeah,
deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
it's its own separate, full functioning thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I couldn't name an Iron Maiden song. Not a fan. But based on the amount of T-shirts I saw kids wearing in high
In high
school,
school, the amount of kids that beat you up with
Yeah.
Iron Maiden t-shirts.
right? The amount of times they got shoved into a locker by a kid with an Iron Maiden shirt on.
Yeah,
means they got to go in the Hall of Fame for that.
they were doing something.
And their
serious.
smaller friend had an SOD shirt on.
Yep.
God damn it.
Wow, they should go in.
They should go
That's
in.
it.
Let's talk of
Yeah,
that.
for
They
me,
eligible?
Edit.
yeah. For me, it's 100%. They're one
Yeah,
of my
yeah.
favorite bands
Yeah.
of all time. Iron Maiden is, I said it earlier, they wrote heavy metal symphonies, and everyone wanted to be Iron Maiden when they started a metal band. That's it. That's who everybody wanted to be. They wanted to be Iron Maiden. Well, maybe Black Sabbath a little bit too, but Iron Maiden was, I want this.
Yeah.
I want the covers. I want the album covers. I want the plane with fucking Eddie on the side of it. I want to sell out arenas. Even to this fucking day,
Yeah.
they sold out the Barclays last year before COVID hit. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yes, 100% Iron Maiden.
And you have the Trooper action figure up.
I have. There's
Yes.
more behind the original Alex Gray painting I have there.
My cousin had the
but-
Trooper, the black light poster. I mean, I could
I
still
got it
see.
all. Yeah,
I could still see it to this. It was the greatest thing you've ever seen.
The
I got it
Trooper's
all.
a great track.
Yeah.
It's
I literally need to get a new studio that's just an Iron Maiden studio
Yeah,
for all the
I
Iron
mean,
Maiden stuff I have.
Just
Just all the
I
album
don't
covers. Just
I don't love
around
that
the-
band,
just
but
around the room, like it's
God
can't go
damn,
wrong.
They,
Well, and that's the thing too.
they got 10
best album
tracks that
covers.
I can probably argue I love.
I think Iron Maiden inspired a lot more than just musicians. I think they inspired a lot of artists.
Yeah,
as
they
well.
did.
I
Just-
absolutely.
Just from
Tattoo
created
artists
from
and
tattoo
everything,
artists, everything,
Absolutely.
everything. Next, Jay-Z.
Yeah, I mean, we're letting in rap guys, so yeah, I mean, absolutely, 100%.
First
In,
ballot guaranteed.
Yeah.
Gotta be
In.
Yeah.
He's a titan.
You know, I mean, he's as important to hip hop as anybody else I can think of. So
Yeah, I mean,
Just
Yeah.
his show, he gets on stage and it's just guys behind him and he's in front and that's it. That's the show, boys. We did it.
yeah. And for me, I've gone to a lot of hip hop concerts. not a lot of hip hop artists can perform their music.
Yeah.
Right.
Jay-Z can.
Yeah, because he just needs a microphone.
He just needs a microphone and he
Charisma.
can do it. Yeah, he exudes
Absolutely.
what he wrote and how he felt at that
And
time
this
on
is
stage.
before producer
Yeah.
and before
Yeah.
everything else. So yeah, it's
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, Jay-Z, yes. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
I don't know, man. I'm going to say no. I don't even know. And this goes to the I don't know what the thing I know Shaka Khan for is the song that I don't even know. Was she on that track? Shaka Khan.
Yes, that was her song. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
what I know. So I'm going to say all time cool Hall of Fame. I'm going to put her in the hipster Hall of Fame.
No, I
But
wouldn't
I'm
even
not.
put her there.
Well, wasn't she kind of hip at the time?
I don't think she was hip.
No. Okay.
I don't know.
I'm going to say no. No.
I got to know out of ignorance.
Yeah.
But I think I know enough that I should know more if there was more. So I'm going to know.
Yeah, I got to go no. I just don't think she did enough to warrant Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know, I mean, she can go hang out with Coco Beware and Frankie.
Yeah, but Coco Beware and Frankie are in the Hall of Fame.
Well,
so
in the
you're
WWF
just-
Hall of Fame, so she
you're
can go.
just
She can
calling
go there.
Okay. I don't think
Not the
she
Rock and Roll
performed at
Hall of Fame.
WrestleMania.
I saw him at Westmore High School gym back in 1986. I'll tell you that.
I did.
That's a fact.
Well, now they know where we live.
King Kong Bundy was there.
Yep, I was there too.
If you want our address, just email
That's
me.
what it was. It was Coco versus King Kong Bundy.
P.O. Box.
That's what it was. That was the match.
Carole King.
Yes. Songs Alone wrote with her husband, I think, Jerry Coffin, before she.
You did?
No,
No.
I wish I did. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have access to my phone number. But she, great songwriter. Like you said, not so much performer.
But one of the greatest songwriters.
One of the
all
greatest
time.
songwriters ever.
All
Undeniable. And I'm just going to put her in there for that because, look, you can get a good looking, you can get an Elvis, good looking guy. I'm not discrediting him or Sinatra or Whitney Houston.
But they didn't sing their own songs. They sang her songs.
You need a writer
Yeah.
to write these songs for these beautiful people. Sometimes they have great pipes, and that's where Carole King comes in.
Yes.
Well, she is in for songwriting. This would be her
Right.
second nomination for performing.
As a performer.
Mm.
So this is specifically.
But you
for
mentioned it earlier
performing.
with Tapestry. I mean,
Tapestry,
that-
yeah, but I don't know enough about it. After
I
that.
would put her in as a performer.
Okay.
I would just. It's
Yeah.
a yes.
I would put her in. When you have I mean, you got to take it to a point. I mean, it happened with Green Day, but when you have a #1 Broadway show based on an artist, Carole King, #1 Broadway show, you had to have done fucking something right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm a yes on Carole King. The next name, Fela Kuti, no one really here is going to know unless you are into jazz or he was, okay. So Dylan.
I know him. It's a no for me. Chris Spaniga used to play bass for the Milwaukees. He was the ultimate hipster. And he used to put it on the van. He used to drive me absolutely fucking nuts. I didn't outlaw it because I'm just not that kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've only outlawed Elliott Smith in the van.
That's fair.
Yeah, because I want to feel good when I'm
Yeah.
on tour. You know,
Especially
it's
when
bad
you're
enough I'm
driving
sleeping in
across-
some cat piss.
Some happy songs.
If
I'm
you're
sleeping
driving
in some
across
cat
Nebraska-
piss.
Most Elliott Smith songs were happy songs, just to a bad, slow.
No, he doesn't make me feel good. I don't want him in the van.
There's
I've already
nothing
slept
happy about
slept
Elliott
in
Smith,
some
guys.
some
Some
cat
happy
piss
songs.
vegan's basement. I'm done.
No, they're
Okay,
good.
so no Elliott Smith. The point is, I don't want to shit on Elliott Smith. He already shit. Edit that out. Carol, Fela Kuti. I'm going to say no. It's just too aloof.
It's too niche.
It's cool that
Yeah.
they put him up there.
Yeah.
Cool. But like, where does this end? Do we go into every African artist from the 70s? Because it's a long road.
Okay. First of all, only because Dill went first, he took everything I was going to say. So that's
So we'll spin it around. then.
that's-
About Elliott Smith or
so
Fela
that so
Kuti?
that all of it was what I had here in my notes.
Might hear.
So I'm going to go with you can go with a yes. So Tom,
I'm going to actually abstain my vote on this one.
Okay.
Abstain.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You
It's
abstain.
actually the best answer.
It is. Yeah. I mean, I've listened to his stuff.
it was a he. Interesting. Okay.
I get
Well,
it.
its name is Fella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We should actually just do a retake where you can edit it in where we just go abstain. Abstain. Okay, next.
Next.
Yeah, it's a no for me. I get you throw things on here to throw them on here, but you don't need to just throw shit on here.
Yeah.
LL Cool J.
Yes, legend. Yes.
Yes, legend. Just for his armpit dingleberries alone.
Yeah, 100%. Mama said knock you out. Put him in there. Get him in.
Yeah, I'm all time LL Cool J. Put on Bad for Me wherever I am, and I will probably word for word the entire album and enjoy the rest of my night.
Mm-hmm.
New York Dolls.
Don't know too much about him. I couldn't name a New York Dolls song if you put it in front of me.
I don't think many people could. They have one album.
I get it. I get the influence. I put him in the Sex Pistols group. I'm not going to personally put him in, but if somebody wants to make the argument that they're the glam Sex Pistols, I can't argue with you. But I don't even know who the fuck they are. I don't.
Buster Poindexter.
Yeah, Buster Poindexter.
Hot, hot, hot?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
He was a lead singer.
Okay.
Sylvain.
What I was going with that was the fact that Buster Poindexter, Hot Hot Hot, Taxi Driver, in Scrooged.
Perfect casting, by the way. He was great.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
He was fucking great.
Scrooge.
That was a great movie.
I'm going. That was his best work, so I'm a no on the New York Dolls.
I gotta go. Yes, just I'm a fan, and like Dylan said, I think there were the glam Sex Pistols, very influential to that time and place, that New York history, underground, and what came out of that time, the late '70s, New York City.
Great fucking name, though.
Great name.
Oh, great name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And based on the name, I think me and Matt would like to gather 4 dolls from New York
Yes.
and put them in the Hall of Fame instead of the New York
yeah.
Dolls.
You guys have Motley Crue in there. Look at what
No,
Motley Crue looked
no,
like.
Nikki
And look at the
and-
New York
No,
Dolls.
no, no.
I get
You already
it.
said that.
They jacked the New York
Yeah,
Dolls.
no,
New York
Nikki-
Dolls, the raspberries.
That's exactly
yeah.
what they look like.
I get. Okay, so I get the look. I get what you're going for, but I can't go on influence alone because their music is shit.
The execution
Is it?
is terrible.
The execution is terrible.
I don't
The
know.
execution
It's-
of the music
it's
is
not.
terrible. I understand the influence that you want to push, and that's where I would say New York Dolls, Hipster Hall of Fame, 110%.
Okay.
Probably first band in the Hipster Hall of Fame.
Okay.
New York Dolls.
Okay.
Probably
For the Stooges?
before the Stooges.
Okay.
Before
Because they
the
didn't know
Stooges.
they were being hipsters?
Because they had no idea they were being hipsters. Fucking Iggy was just crazy. That's another guy, Iggy, who should be in by himself.
He should be in
By
flat-
himself,
yeah,
bona fide.
yeah,
Without the
yeah,
Stooges,
yeah.
he was also amazing afterwards.
Just on image
Um,
alone.
I mean,
Yeah.
just in the Crow City of Angels.
Yeah,
I mean, he
just-
should be in
just-
just based
well,
on that.
He's got a piece on him, too.
Yeah,
No, he does. He does.
but yeah,
Fucking guy.
I'm
You know what?
I'm a hard no on
I'm
the
out
New
on
York
him now
Dolls.
for that piece.
I'm gonna flip the table now. I'll go to G-Ball first. Rage Against the Machine. I don't want.
You
Dylan
know,
to steal
I'm
Maddie's
kind of
answers.
conflicted on this one. I just, as of right now, I'm a no. I'm just a no on Rage right now. I think they had one great album. Their first album was fantastic, and then after that, I think they kind of fell off and just didn't appeal to me.
I can't believe that you stole my answer. Again, being in the middle stinks. Great band. Fucking great band. What was great. To me, there wasn't enough of it. I know the sound changed. I know people suck Morello off. I personally don't. I think his sound was, who gives a fuck? I don't know. I just think it was, fucking who cares? Great album. 1.5 albums. No, for me.
Unequivocally, yes. One of the most original bands ever. Tom Morello wrote so many fucking riffs that if you go through these records, I listened to that Battle of Los Angeles not too long ago, and some of the riffs that I was hearing, I forgot. I was like, this is incredible. Like Throwaway, like Bridge, he just writes a riff and then like lets it go. I think they're 100% yes. They do annoy me, because I'm not the guy who goes to a show for activism,
Mhm.
but that's me. But I also understand that there are a lot of people who do like that shit. So I think they're 100% in. I think it's going to take a little time, but I think that history is going to show that they're in. But I do think if they're not in this list, but we got to get Soundgarden in before we get them in.
Yeah, Dylan just stole my entire answer. So
just say yes and go to the next one.
But yeah, no, Rage Against the Machine, I'm 100%. They're in. Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter where they are. There still is to this day no other band that is like that.
Nothing like them.
Nothing like them. They stand on the mountaintop by themselves, and no one can get there because no one knows how to.
Well, this is the thing I discovered about. I was never a big Van Halen fan, so then when Eddie Van Halen died, I was like talking to the guitar player in the Milwaukee's, and he was like, Jeff was like, listen, that's his favorite. Him and Donovan's like, that's it for them. I never got into Van Halen. Like I got more into like Hagar than I got to. But what I discovered after going through all the records and listening to them over and over again, I was like, the thing about Van Halen to me, besides Eddie Van Halen, is that there's nothing like him. It's crazy. Like David Lee Roth kind of can't even really sing.
No,
it's nuts.
David Lee Roth can't
but it's
sing.
nuts.
No.
Alex and Eddie
Can't
are
write a
so
fucking lyric
nuts.
either.
Are so nuts.
Yeah.
And
The only
somehow
reason why
his
David Lee Roth was
craziness.
anything was because he bought the equipment
But I mean,
to be in the band.
but his showmanship and the live.
yes, he was,
And the way
the
that
front
he
man.
interacted and the fun that they had. I don't know. The thing I missed on Van Halen was that how original they were.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that
they were a fun band.
yeah. And I never gave a crap about him because I always
No.
like my music a little bit more serious.
Yeah, I agree
That's
with
why I
Yeah.
liked when Hagar. I'm a Van Hagar.
that. So am I.
When 5150 like hit, I was like, what?
Yeah.
This isn't Van Halen. This
Yeah.
is amazing, is what this is.
Yeah.
Like
G-Ball, you more
you more
Hagar or Lee Roth?
Probably Lee Roth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it would be like the end of the world if we had four guys at a table that all said Hagar.
also
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer Lee Roth. The Hagar stuff is good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I think
stuff.
5150 is
I
out of
get
everything. I think
I
is the
get
best
annoyed
Van Halen.
at Lee Roth. And,
Yeah.
he annoys me enough.
self
and
that-
I don't know what the reason is, but he annoys.
There's a reason.
There's a reason.
At some point he annoys me, and
He takes
some
over
reason
everything.
Hagar doesn't.
My son said the same thing.
Yeah, he takes over every. That I mean, the David Lee Roth thing is he takes over everything. Is him.
Yeah.
Van Halen was
It's all about him.
David Lee Roth. It's all about him. I mean, you listen to him on podcasts. It's all about him. I
Yeah.
listen to him on Rogan's podcast,
And he's
And
whiny.
I think Rogan got 3 words in 4.5 hours.
Yeah,
with
there's
Roth.
just something, and I don't know. So I'm Hagar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a yes on Rage Against the Machine.
Okay.
Todd Rundgren, G-Ball.
Rundgren.
Todd Rundgren.
I got Rundgren in mind.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
just-
I got Soundgarden on the brain.
yeah, you do.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
no and pass the mic.
I'm gonna go yes. I know he made a really bad fucking statement when he said he could write a hit at any time.
But he did.
But producer, if you're gonna put people in for other aspects of the music, then Todd Rundgren's a yes.
Yeah. I mean, he had his hits in the 70s. He raised Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
There is some consideration there.
Sure.
And he produced We're American Band and by Grand Funk. And when you listen to that intro of chap chap, da-na-na-na, that intro to We're an American Band, you're like, and then after you know it's Todd Rundgren that produced it, you're like, holy crap. Like he took this band that was like good singer, the whole deal, never really had a hit, or it did have these like radio songs, some kind of wonderful, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Again, Carole King song.
Yeah.
And then We're an American Band. Just that 30-second intro, you're like, this is a hit.
Yeah.
Like, dude just knows how to make a hit. And I'm just going to put him on for a producer, less as an artist. I don't know if this is as an artist,
Yeah.
but I didn't grow up in the 70s, so I don't know his impact in the 70s.
Yeah. I'm a yes. I mean, he's one of those guys that constantly gets nominated. So if the whole board sees that he should be in, he 100% should be.
Yeah.
The last we're down to the last two, and I'm actually going to flip it when I go through here. Dionne Warwick.
Legend. I'll have to say yes. I just
I'm only want her in for infomercials alone.
And again, I'll just say yes because, I mean, I got one record of hers is the greatest hits. There's a lot of songs on it, I know, but I don't really know. I really am not even aware. Was she more of a?
she was a 60s pop star.
60s. Okay, so she's not 70s
No,
solid
she's not
gold.
70s
Okay.
solid.
Well,
She
no,
did.
she
She
went
did have
through the
some. She
70s
went through
and
the 70s and 80s
She has
as
some
well.
gospel.
She was
Yeah,
she was
but-
longevity. I mean, I put
Oh,
her
yeah?
on
Oh yeah.
longevity alone.
I mean, yeah.
just
Okay.
lasted.
She
Yeah.
she lasted.
So I'm going to go yes. But I don't. I'm kind of ignorant to her.
Yeah, she
But I'm just gonna
lasted
go yes.
forever. But I mean, her
Whit-
stuff. She's known
Whitney's
for.
aunt.
Yes.
In.
Whitney's aunt.
Yeah.
In.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. In.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saw me. Yeah.
Yeah, Dionne Warwick, and that was I brought it up earlier. But
Yeah.
she had 50 of her songs were in the Billboard top.
I mean, body of work.
So
man,
I mean,
she's
body
in.
of work alone, and in the 60s, she was huge in the 60s, huge in the 60s, and she did last a long time. She did move on to other things. She did some fucking disco shit in the 70s, and then the 80s she went back to some pop stuff, and then yes, we all know the 90s she did infomercials.
Sure, but
So,
no, she's a
and-
yes.
She's a yes. And last but not least, where on the other list that I have, the top 100 people who are not in, she's my number one at the top of the list, and it's Tina Turner. I'm going to start with Maddie this time.
I mean, here's the thing. You know, the age. Didn't know Ike. Didn't know her and Ike. Tina Turner played in my house, fucking nonstop. Tina Turner played in my movies, fucking nonstop. Her legs alone deserve to be in
To
the rock
this
and roll
fucking day.
in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's Tina, the voice. It's a fucking yes, just for every reason of. Again, we're into the Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
It's a fucking yes. Showman.
Everything about
showwoman, everything about Tina Turner is a fucking yes.
Yeah. We don't use pronouns here.
No, we don't.
Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, Matt stole my answer. Just Tina. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, I've gone back after like knowing Tina growing up and seeing all her videos and the songs, the Holly Knight song and the Bryan Adams song and whatever. She was, had a lot of people writing songs for her because she could sing the shit out of them. I mean, she turned that not What's Love Got to Do with It. One of her other big ones. It was a Holly Knight song that she wrote for like Spider. The thing was a piece of not a piece of garbage. Obviously, it was a big hit. Simply the Best.
Yeah.
And she wrote it. And Holly Knight tells the story. It's amazing. Like how it was an okay song. Like she had some chord changes and she had a good little phrase. Simply the Best. Better than all the rest. It's a good little lyric. You know. And then Tina just takes it to the next level. And Hall of Fame for just putting up with Ike for all those years.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine what she went through. Like, guy's a goddamn monster. He wrote Rocket 88. And listen, we need a Ike Turner, but she lived with that crazy bastard
for a long time.
years. And that alone, I mean, overcoming that, and,
to survive is
literally
is,
to
yeah,
survive.
To
'Cause
survive.
Yeah.
She survived.
He could have beat her to death at any moment.
Yeah.
I mean,
She-
that's how bad
she's
it
a
was.
survivor. She's the first survivor,
Yeah.
not the CBS version.
Yeah.
But she's the first survivor.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure there were some Irish broads in the early 1900s. that
Well,
took a
yeah.
whooping, but yeah, I mean, she,
yeah.
but she, 100%. There's no, it's unequivocal. I mean, she's got to go in. I mean, it's right. I mean,
100%. You're going to get another yes vote here.
Yeah.
Private Dancer was one of the first CDs I remember we had when we first got a CD player. It was played constantly. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. What's Love? We Don't Need Another Hero.
Yep.
Oh,
Absolutely
yeah.
Fantastic. So
That'd be a good one.
it's almost frankly it's surprising she's not in already. The fact that we're talking about
By
it,
herself,
by herself.
Yeah. And so if anybody, hopefully one day we'll do this on video, but if you could see my lists, she is my number one person who is not in the Hall of Fame that should be, because she is an icon. If you want to talk about icons, she is a musical icon. She has stood the test of time. She was playing and retired at 72 years old. And her legs are still fantastic.
They haven't retired yet.
They haven't retired yet.
No.
Yeah.
She lives in like Sweden now.
Can't believe she.
Was she
She
living there?
married, she married a man, but she lives over in like Sweden or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, she's she just and
Hopefully she dropped the Turner.
yeah, she completely
She's Holmgren now.
yeah.
She should be.
Tina Holmgren.
Yeah, she should be.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's an amazing artist, and she has to go in this year because to prove how great she is, she will be the first African American female to go in as a group and as a solo artist, and she
That's cool.
deserves that moniker to be that one first person.
Yeah, because
to
she
do it.
is.
Because she is.
Yeah.
She is.
That-
She is that. She is that
100%.
icon, and that is who I'm ending with.
Then I'm taking
Tina
Mary
Turner.
J. Blige off my first 6 and putting Tina Turner on it, and I apologize for the start of this podcast.
Duly noted.
Duly noted. We'll edit that in at the end. I just want to say thank you to my musically opinionated friends for being here. And I want to end this today with, if you guys have listened to something, one thing, we usually do our weekly 3s. This is a bonus episode, so we're doing our bonus 1s. Does anybody have a song or a band they've listened to recently that they want to throw out there? I mean, I can go first if you want. Just say it. I'll just go first. Manchester Orchestra's new song, Bedhead, came out. It is fire. Please check it out. It's fucking unbelievable. But that's the one thing that's been on rotation the past, 5 days for me.
Funny enough, I was listening and really enjoying it. Yesterday, I was listening to the first Pointer for Pyros album.
Good album.
I did probably the last album I spent a lot of time with was the New Killers. It's been a while now, but I don't know. I think that album's great front to back, and it's kind of like a little mini go-to for me right now.
Jimmy Eat World did a live stream where they played Clarity front to back. So that got me back into them for a little bit. I've been kind of played that album and worked some of their other stuff.
Now, have you? This is now a little aside, but I'm fascinated by this because we all know, we all were fans of Jimmy Eat World, but and I always liked Clarity, right? That was the album that you knew, and we were there, so you were just okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
But I rewound the tape now. And now I'm Bleed American is unequivocally their best. I don't even I think it's their best thing. So I'm not saying for you to say that. I'm just saying I'm almost, is there another, but I never, it's funny what you do with bands that capped me listening to Jimmy Eat World after Bleed American. I never got another one of their albums.
The album after that, Futures, I might say Futures.
A lot of people say it's good,
Yeah.
but I'm saying
It's
I
tough.
was done with the band. It's stupid.
Those three,
But I was
Clarity,
done.
Bleed American, and Futures. Are
Okay. So a 3.
above and beyond.
Most
there.
bands got a 3.
Yeah.
Even the Rolling Stones, the Beatles,
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
Yeah. Everybody had a run of 3.
You get a 3,
Yeah.
and you may start your Zeppelin at 2, 3, 4. You may start it at 4, Presence and House of the Holy, but
Sure.
you get a 3.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just want to. I know you guys are huge Jimmy Eat World fans, so I just
Clarity has the most emotional resonance to me.
Yes.
it's I can put it on and go right back to where I was the first time I ever heard it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll always be there. But on further listens, sometimes you put on I'll put on Futures and be like, God, every song on here is just so perfect.
It might have been really. I mean, Jim might have been really confident coming off of for good reason coming off of that Bleed American.
He had all the right. Yeah. He had all the right in the world to be in.
That Bleed American album is fucking average.
Fucking great,
It-
dude.
it's fantastic.
Listen,
it's
I
fantastic.
don't even want to hear Clarity. I hear that, and I'm
Clarity's not for you.
no, it's
No,
not
Clarity's
for me.
not for you.
No, it's not. But I say I hear
Well,
that,
Bleed
and
American
I'm like,
kicks ass.
I'm like,
Clarity still has a lot of.
we're done here. You did it.
Yeah.
guys.
Earlier, like Static
Yes,
Veils.
yes.
Yeah. I
Bleed
mean,
still bleeds into Clarity, and then
Yeah.
there's that where all right, we're going into Bleed American. There's some of that here too. So it's
They grew.
Static and Bleed American kind of meld together to make Clarity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then then they grew completely, and then
G-Ball,
next two.
you and I can pit them, them for you against my Smashing Pumpkins and have the argument
okay.
time and time again, album to album on. Here's our 3. Here's what we could do. Here's what bleeds into everything. I think that's our best. If we're putting two chickens in the ring,
Okay.
I think that's
All right. I like
I think
that.
that's our
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
That's the 2
Fair.
bands that are our chick for
Fair
us.
enough.
And you respect Jimmy. They're just maybe
Absolutely.
just not for you.
They're
Yeah.
not completely. It's like I know Billy's not for you,
Yeah.
but
There's some Smashing Pumpkins I absolutely adore. Some of the songs on Gish are as good as anything I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But overall, front to back, not my favorite band.
Yeah, Jimmy Eat World to me, For me, who was a huge fan, they're kind of like an ex-girlfriend in the way that I look at it as you never really are still completely involved, but you always check up every once in a while.
I get it.
So every time they put out a new album, I check it out. I'm still not into it, and that's why they're my ex. And,
But at the time, you really did love that girl.
but at the time, I loved that girl. So Clarity for me,
But you realize it's not the same girl.
it's not the same girl. She grew up. I grew
But they
up,
can't be.
But they can't be.
They're not
I only
supposed to.
check back to
Right.
Bleed American for the sex.
Yeah.
And
But,
then,
like-
and then we're done everywhere else. The rest
Yeah.
you take
But-
the rest of that shit and
Yeah.
go off with it. Go.
But that's how it is. Like Clarity for me was it. It was the pinnacle. It was.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw them play the song that was going to be off of that Lucky Denver Mint at
Yep.
Skaters World. That was their first song that was coming off of Clarity. It was the first one they had that was going to be on Clarity, and I heard that and I was like, it sounded different than what I liked them for, which was Static Rebels. And Clarity came out and blew my fucking mind. I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't the same fucking band I've
It's
been listening
crazy.
to for the last two
That
albums.
big leap.
Yeah, it was a huge leap. And
Yeah.
it was, to me, I think a lot of other bands in that era, the emo, you want to label the emo era, built off of Clarity and then made their own
For sure,
sound. Like
for sure.
100%, they're like, oh, this is the formula.
Oh, we can do this.
We can do this.
Wow, okay,
and then
for
we'll
sure.
add a little twist to it and do our own thing with it. But I think everybody else bit off of that. And then when Bleed American came out, listen, not gonna deny it. I mean, my wife and I came out at our wedding to Jimmy Eat World song, Sweetness. We came out to Sweetness. But my wife and I are 6.5 years difference in age.
Yeah, it's the only one
So-
she knew.
It was the one that she loved.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't
It's
the one that-
undeniable
but
track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great track,
Yeah.
but for me it wasn't. It's
Tracks and
it's
Yeah.
it's not there for me, but I cannot say Bleed American is a fantastic album, but for me it almost begins and ends with Clarity. And again, like I said, it's like I check up. The new album came out last year or a year and a half ago. Did I buy it and listen to it? I did.
Yeah, of course. You owe them
I owe them
in back taxes.
and back taxes. I owe them.
They deserve it.
They
Yeah.
they
They've
do.
earned
They
it.
deserve
They've
it
earned it.
because they've earned it by putting out the hits they have.
Yeah.
And I found 2 songs on it that I'm like, these are fucking awesome hits.
Yeah.
But everything else I'm good with because it sounds like
Yeah.
the other 50 songs I just heard. But
Yeah.
these 2, great fucking.
They're not
job.
going to have their same impact. I mean, it's not sustainable.
No, because I know
So-
what I know.
Because we're
What
different
I,
people,
yeah,
first of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No, yeah, we all grow,
Yeah.
and they grow as artists. And I've
Yeah.
spoke about this many times. One of my favorite things to do is watch a band mature,
yeah.
and to grow with them is to also grow apart.
Sometimes.
A lot of the times,
I mean, look
find.
at take
Yeah.
Metallica, right? So
Yeah.
like Maddie loved Metallica back in the day, right? And
Yeah.
like that was our like big disconnect, right? As kids,
Yeah.
Like I'll listen to And Justice for All, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Like I because I would rather listen to like
You were listening
get
to
into
Yes
the
at
groove or
time.
something. No, not yes, no, I never went that deep. But like like whatever, I'd rather listen to like. And Matt likes Skid Row too, but I'd rather listen to like Skid Row or something like that, But
Not
like
as heavy.
not as heavy, just
No.
like a more ballady or a
Yeah,
song,
Slave
whatever.
to the Grind was very heavy, and that Maddie gave me Slave to the Grind, and that's when I was like, oh, there's another side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then it all
Yeah.
ended
But the
Yeah.
Metallica thing
Yeah.
for me begins at
black.
Black, and Matt's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's where I'm kind of done because he was there in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
I remember holding the Ride the Lightning album.
Yeah. I remember you having that T-shirt in like 6th
Yeah,
grade.
we visited friends in California, Mission Viejo, California in '86, and the kid was like, "All right, man, I got to go out, but yeah, you got to listen to this album, and I want you to learn how to play 2 songs on it on my guitar by the time I get back." I'm like, "These are impossible tasks,"
yeah.
but I was like, "Okay," and I just put I remember hearing that Ride the Lightning first time, and I was like, "What in the fuck am I listening to right now?" And it was just again, 'cause I-
Melting your fucking brain.
yeah, because
Yeah.
my brother's 8 years older than me. So I did he used to put on Pink Floyd fucking just to get me laughing, to get me going, to get, having just all the Zeppelin, all the Beatles. He put everything on, the Who, everything. And I was like, I don't know what, I was going to go, what's my music? But I heard this and I was like, holy shit, this is my music.
Yeah,
this is
it's
what
like
I
your
like.
first music, not
Yeah.
your brother's,
Yeah,
yours.
yeah, no,
Yes.
and
That album, that rawness of it, it was like, dude, everyone was like, no, man, Master of Puppets is the album. And I was like, yeah, it's not though. It's this raw Ride the
Yeah.
Lightning.
no, and I remember you playing that, and that was my first introduction, like to, because my brother's 10 years older, so that's where I got Iron Maiden from. That's where,
Yeah.
But when I heard that Ride the Lightning, I remember Matt playing it, and I heard that, I didn't know what I was listening to. And it changed something in me to the point where there's another band heavier than Metallica. That next year, I went to work. My mom forged my working papers when my dad got sick,
So
and I
you
went
could
to
work
work.
in the mine. Yeah, I remember that.
So I could work at Star Lake Live.
So you're working the stock exchange?
Yeah. But I remember, like, that was my first introduction to like heavy metal, and I was 12 years old, and I remember my dad got sick. My mom had to sign working papers that I was 13 to go work or whatever, because you didn't have IDs. And I'm working, and these guys are listening to music that I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I knew it was metal. And the one kid made me a tape. And he's like, "You like metal?" I'm like, I only know this band Metallica. My friend likes them. And he's like, "All right, here you go." And he makes me a tape. It was Sepultura's Arise. Now you like,
They were Brazilian, weren't
yeah,
they?
they were Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were Brazilian heavy metal band.
Saw them live.
My life from Maddie handing me Metallica literally a year before to me going to work with some guys in a kitchen as I'm washing dishes, handing me Sepultura's Arise. I was like, my entire life changed in music forever. Like I went to pop was okay because that's what I see on TV. My sister likes The Cure. My brother gave me Maiden. Maddie gives me Metallica, and now this kid gives me Sepultura Arise, and I was just like, I'm okay with all of it. And that's where my love of music came from,
Yeah.
from all the other influences.
And around
I
that
had.
same time, you said you were listening to LL's album.
LL, yeah,
That's
'cause-
what's cool about
and
yeah.
that's what and another friend who lived 4 houses down from Matt, Danny Newman, really good friend of my sister. He loved hip hop. He was the only person I knew that liked hip hop, and
Yeah.
he gave me LL Cool J's Bad on tape.
Yeah.
He was the first kid who had license to ill.
Yeah.
And it was like, what?
Fat
the-
Boys. I mean,
what
he was
the fuck is this?
Yeah.
he you know
It's
just
fucking great.
a white dorky kid in middle America is friends with my sister. My sister likes Tracy Chapman, and he likes hip hop, and that was my introduction to hip hop. And I immediately went all in.
Yeah.
I went all in on all music, and
Yeah.
that's why what you see here is, if it's music, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'll tell you if I like it, and I'll tell you if I don't. But I'm always gonna try it.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna try it.
Yeah. No, it was. Jesus,
That's as good of a footnote as we're gonna get.
Yeah. So, regardless of what we've talked about here today, I want to thank 3 of my greatest friends, my greatest music friends as well, for being here on this Hall of Fame edition or bonus edition. And I guess I just said it. I usually end it with everybody go out and have a great time, but just go out, listen to it, give it a try.
Thanks, Shane.
Thanks again for tuning into the Hidden Tracks podcast. We hope you enjoyed this week's show. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at HiddenTracks99. Also, send all your submissions myhiddentracks99@gmail.com. Tune in next week. You may find your new favorite band, and don't forget to go out and have a great fucking time.